The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 366. Being recorded on August the 23rd, 2021. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus, also known as JesusWalksAlot. Today I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief. And the Mayo is back. Welcome back, Gunny. Welcome.
Hey, Jesus Gonzalo, what's happening? How's it going? Things are good?
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Good to be here.
Howdy. And from Little Ohio, back from being summoned with his Camaro in the cornfields, he's back. Steve William, the Mayor, is back. Welcome back, Steve. Welcome.
Hey, Jesus, what's up? We got like the hyper speedy version of Gunny over there for a minute.
I thought it was super hyper speedy Jesus, so I thought I would just follow.
Follow suit, yeah. You know,
Why not?
I was watching that one show. What's that one show? Storage Wars.
Oh,
right?
yeah. That's a good one.
They go and bet on these lockers or whatever. It's all fake. But as I was watching it, and that guy, they're so quick, the fucking auctioneers, like, like, what the fuck? How do you even know what the hell they're saying, dude? It's like they're just throwing numbers, like, 50, 50, 50, 100, 300, 400, 500. Sold to you for $5,000. Like, what the fuck? Thought we agreed to, like,
You got a box of
50
old medals and statues.
Listen, no. And then what I find hilarious is these guys, right? They go through all this trash and shit, right? And they're just like randomly grabbing shit out of there, like, oh, this is a nice TV, like some old ass television or something from like 2010 or something, right? Some old ass flat screen. Yeah, I could get $400 for this. It's like, who the fuck's gonna give you $400 for that? And they like grab like some other shit for like some old dusty keyboard or something. Yeah, I get about $50 for that. And they grab like some old pair of shoes, like some old like worn fucking pair of shoes, you know. Yeah, we get about $30 for these. It's like, who the fuck's buying all these shit? You know, like, we're just buying all this trash from you for fucking $30 and $40 and $50.
It's like, $5 at Goodwill for that. Maybe the TV they might get $49. It's a good CRT for some old school gaming.
You know, they got like one dude, he had like a bunch of PlayStations and Xboxes and shit, like 360s. About $50 for these. Like, no, you won't. You get like $10 for those PS2s. I'll give you $5 for the Xbox. You know what I mean? It's like that. They think like they got like all this money. They just make up numbers. You know?
Yeah.
Like, this bicycle here, I'll get $70 for that. It's like, no, you won't. Who the fuck's gonna pay $70 for that raggedy ass bicycle? You know what I mean?
Some fool on eBay or something, maybe, right? Yeah, just pay that. Maybe got to put more money into it.
It just seems like a lot of bullshit to me. Anyways, enough of Storage Wars. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Horrible Gamers podcast. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us at _horrible gamers. Leave us a review on the podcast machines, the thumbs up and all that shit. Horrible Gamers Podcast is our page on Facebook. You like the page, you can join the group. Horrible Gamers Podcast community is a close group. And almost forgot the Patreon list. I'm going to pull up the Patreon list now. Mm-hmm. So, we got some Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/horrible gamers to support the show with the monies. Like our friend, Leahy, the legendary D, Jason Sam, Robert Sean Petrek, Chad, Vader Holic, Native Lives Matter, Henley M, Porchapu, Nipron, best HGP host ever, John Jerome, Evan the Grower, not a shower, Big D Tanaka, Jonathan Titan D Hall, and first HGP Patreon, Bale, still even the biggest D Gardner II. Oh wow, I got all these guys' email addresses and shit. Oh, I didn't know this, Mayo. Oh, I got the power. I got the power. Just kidding. Anyways, thank you for the support, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. I love you all. And you can also support the show by buying some gear over at Redbubble. Just head on to Redbubble, search for Horrible Gamers in the search bar. You see somebody wearing our shirt. Click on that. There's over 70 plus items available for you to purchase. Now that masks are being mandated again, go ahead and buy yourself some more HGP masks and whatnot, and go get some stuff. Go. Anyways, our intro song is done by Phantomac. Thought I'd give you the wrong artist. You can find him on YouTube. You can find him on Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, all that good stuff. Find his music all over that stuff. You can even find him in Guitar Hero 3. One of the DLC packs. He made a song for Guitar Hero 3. Yeah, Mayo, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's funny because I didn't make that connection. I listened to him for a long time. And I have a couple of his albums downloaded. I happened to be bored one day at work, trying to listen to some music, and I'm like, oh, I want to play some Phantom Mech. And then I heard our outro song, Chip Disco. I'm like, oh, shit. I finally made that connection.
Oh, this song sounded familiar this whole time. Now I know where it's from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's chill. Yeah, so, yeah, we got permission to use the music from someone. He was like, yeah, go ahead. I'm going to go around. Go. Anyways, I guess it's time to play and talk about what we've been playing. Video games. Woo! Whoa, video games.
Ooh.
Right.
You're kind of cutting it out on my end a little bit, just as a heads up, Jesus.
It's my NVIDIA broadcast doesn't pick up my high pitched Jesus.
Uh-oh.
It only picks up low pitched Jesus.
Oh, I'm safe now.
I gotta talk like Mayo now.
Yeah, you're like mid-sentence, you're just kind of like cutting out, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it doesn't pick up high pitched Jesus. This is some bullshit. We need to fix this. Fucking crap. What is this trash hobo shit? Anyways, let's talk about what we've been playing. I've been playing some games this week, Mayo.
Nice.
And he looks very into his phone call over there, doesn't he?
He does. He got the hand gestures going on and everything.
Yeah, it's the hand gestures going. Like, what do you think the phone call is about? I think it's like something serious just happened, and he's pissed off. Look at him; he's mad.
What did Kyle do?
Whose window did Kyle break? He must have broke somebody's window. He was playing baseball in the parking lot outside.
Do kids play baseball these days outside?
I don't know. Do they? I don't know.
I don't
Some
know.
kids do. I'm assuming some kids do. I don't know. Yeah, that's true? Do kids just like hang out and play sports outside, like baseball?
I mean, I see
soccer?
them like playing basketball at like the parks and stuff, but that's about it.
I see basketball and soccer a lot.
When's the last time you saw kids outside playing football, like a group of them?
Yeah, that's true, man. Like, fuck, when I was a kid. Yeah, football's too dangerous, man. It's a dangerous sport. You don't want them playing football. Not football. Football. Anyways, yeah, man. I don't know. When I was a kid, we used to play tackle.
Yeah, so do we.
We fuck each other up.
Yeah,
we see who could tackle the hardest. It was scary playing the biggest motherfucker, you know? Because they'd had him be like the running back. You're like, how the fuck are we going to take this dude down, man? You had to like fucking go for his hips or his legs and shit. You'd be like breaking your fucking shoulders trying to take this dude down.
we would play, I think we were like freshmen and stuff when we were still playing. And I had a friend that was a sophomore in high school, and he's only 5'3", but he weighed 180. And he was like a brick wall, and he was super fast. Like, we just made him like the running back all the time. You know, and just give him the ball and running. He was so hard to catch.
It's always the big guy who fucking becomes running back. You know what I mean? Like, just a big dude.
It was dangerous. Like, where I used to live, I had like 2 open lots by my house, but the one that we played football on, where we made the end zone, was like basically the one end was like an open lot that had a sidewalk that crossed, and then it had some more grass in the road. So we made the sidewalk like the touchdown zone, right? So we have a natural touchdown line. But the negative was, inside the touchdown zone was 3 big ass oak trees, and you tend to maybe not be looking and running into the end zone and thinking somebody's going to throw you the ball, and you just clock into one of those trees. It'd be a little rough sometimes. Then the other end zone, the other end was an alley. It was a paved alley. So if you got tackled in there, you got tackled on the asphalt. That was always kind of rough too, but
yeah.
Good times.
That's fun. Good time. I remember one time, man, as a kid, I was riding my bicycle. You just reminded me. I was riding my bicycle, and I was probably like 7 years old. Maybe 8. This memory just came to my head. You just triggered a memory, a Jesus memory. And I was riding my bicycle really fast down the street or like the sidewalk or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was just bored, just riding around the neighborhoods, like just being bored. And I was hauling ass down the sidewalk, like fucking fast. And this bike didn't have brakes, Of course, my ghetto ass bike didn't have any fucking brakes. I had to stop with like my foot and shit, like how you jam your foot in the front of the front wheel or the back wheel.
Or like you like stick it in the wheel. Like I would stick my foot on top of the wheel, like to try and slow it down.
Like on top of the wheel and just slow. Yeah, just do that. And but yeah, I remember I was hauling ass, right, and going, and somehow I wasn't paying attention to what was in front of me. I was looking to the side, or I looked behind me, or I looked over to the right of me, because I remember I was on the left side of the street. I looked over to the right, and I was looking at a house or something, because it caught my attention. Something caught my attention. I don't know what it was, a bird, an animal, or I don't know what it was. Something caught my attention. I was looking over, and I didn't realize, right in front of me, there was this low-hanging branch, dude, super low-hanging branch. It was, covering, the sidewalk, super low-hanging branch. I fucking ran into that thing full speed, dude. I fucking shit knocked me off my bike hella hard. It was like a cartoon something. It was almost like a cartoon or something, I fucking flew off the bike, dude. That fucking branch fucked me up. I was like, God damn, and it's just remember I was laid out on the floor. I just laid there for 2 seconds, fuck me, man. Then I got back up and kept riding.
Of course, that's what you did when you were a kid back then. You just
fucking bleeding everywhere, fucking pants all ripped up and shit. I was going fast, man.
And that's probably the last time that ever happened too, wasn't it?
Yes, another time I was riding my bicycle with my friend. This was when we were in high school. I was probably a freshman. Yeah, I was probably a freshman, or I was in 8th grade, one of the two. It was the year between 8th grade and freshman year. And I was riding my bicycle, and I was maybe 13 or 14 at the time. And we're going down this street, here in town. And we're going down this to my other friend's house. And I don't know what the fuck we were doing, but we were just trying to be let's see who could get there the fastest, So we're fucking racing, me and my friend, and I think I had a Diamondback or something, a nice little BMX Diamondback bike. Mm-hmm. And he had one too, so we were just fucking racing, we're fucking going down the street hella fast. And obviously, you're trying to pedal fast, you're standing up on the bike, right, and you're pedaling hella fucking fast, And this was a little BMX bike, and for some reason or another, the chain on it came loose, Mayo. And I'm going full speed, Mayo, fucking fast, dude, going down this road fucking quick. And the chain fell off, dude. All I remember, Mayo, is feeling the chain come loose, and I'm standing up on the bike, so my feet automatically
there's no tension, right?
You lose grip right away, right, with your feet. Boom, dude. All I remember, everything was black, and I remember just opening my eyes, and I'm on the ground, dude, on the fucking road in the middle of a 4-way stop. And all the cars are just looking at me what the fuck? And, I'm just laying there, dude, fucking just, my bike, dude, is, halfway, probably 5 feet away from me. It's just, the steering wheel is all bent and shit, it's all fucked up.
The handlebars are all different directions from the front,
Yeah, they're all different directions from the wheel. I'm what the fuck? And I remember just, I look at my friend is standing over me, right, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" He's just looking at me like with this look on his face, like, "Dude, holy fuck, you're fucked up." And I remember looking at him like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?" He's like, "Dude," he's like, "You were out for like, I don't know, maybe a minute or two." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, because I legit must have hit my head on the concrete or something. You know, like, I think I fell face first on the concrete, man. Like, just fucking face first, dude. Like, onto the concrete, face first. I had gravel like in my lips.
Mm-hmm.
There was gravel pieces from the fucking road, from the pavement inside my lip, dude. I had to sit there and pull it out with tweezers and fucking, oh, dude, I went home and like saw myself in the mirror. It was way worse than I thought it was, dude.
Yeah.
I had like legit gravel in like my cheek. Like my cheek was like all fucking scratched up. I had gravel in my cheek. I had gravel in my lips. My tooth, my front tooth, I like broke it in half. What else did I do? My eyes were like my forehead was like all scratched. It was like all bleeding and scratched. My parents were like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, what the hell happened? You get into a fight or something?" I'm like, "No, I fell off my bike going full speed, dude." And like, God, man, that was terrible, dude. My lips were like swollen, like super swollen. My face got all swollen and shit for like a few hours. You know, I had to fucking sit there and ice it, and I was out, dude. I must have had a concussion or something because I was fucked up. And then I never went to the doctor or nothing. I recovered. So I'm fine now. That's what we did, you know? You just recover and you move on.
Right.
Yeah, you don't go to no fucking doctor. Well,
Yeah,
hey,
you
Gunny,
did.
how was your phone call?
Not you muted
You're
yet.
muted, Gunny.
Still muted. Okay, I'm not muted anymore. Wow, that was
Yeah.
I never got a phone call in the middle of a podcast, but just an update. I know I mentioned it last week on the show about a friend, and I was really concerned. He was in the hospital with the Delta or whatever. He just called, and he is home on oxygen. So this is the first time I've talked to him in 2.5 weeks. Yeah.
Good. Everything's good.
So he's doing great.
Better.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah, it's doing better. But yeah, that's good news. You look very concerned, Gunny, on the phone call. We're like,
We were
Yeah,
discussing what Kyle might have done.
yeah. We're like, what did Kyle break this time?
Jesus was
I
thinking
know,
he was
I-
playing baseball and he broke somebody's window, but we didn't know if kids played baseball these days anymore.
Literally, like, I think in all this time, I've never gotten like an actual, like, real phone call from a friend. But I texted him yesterday and made sure, like, he's doing okay, and he's been at home for probably 4 or 5 days now.
Yeah, what about all the times I call you, Gunny? Huh? You don't
Yeah.
consider those phone calls from a friend?
No, I listened to your voicemail. That's it.
You fucking dick.
Straight to voicemail.
Anyways, I didn't want to leave Gunny out of this. But let's talk about what we've been playing. And I played some games this week, guys.
Oh, me too. I played a really, really good game.
I played some games this week. I want to start off with something. I played some more Mass Effect 2. And I'm pretty sure I'm at the end of the game, Mayo. Like I'm at the end, but I'm not. I didn't realize how much stuff I skipped or like I need to do still. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I barely found. I don't know if you remember Legion. He's the Geth, the little robot, but he's like the good Geth. He's like the good guy robot. And I did a mission yesterday where when you like go on board the Reaper or whatever, and then you find him in there or something. And I completely forgot that was in this game. I had it in my head for some reason that he was only in Mass Effect 3. And he is a character in Mass Effect 3, but he came from Mass Effect 2, and I just completely had forgot. And like there was a cool mission that happened yesterday too where with that mission where the collectors show up or something. Like they show up in their ship, and like you play as Joker, and the ship is being attacked or whatever. So now everyone in the ship is gone. It's like the entire crew of the Normandy is fucking gone. And the only people that are like there on the ship are like the important people, like the people that are part of your squad or whatever, like the guys you handpicked or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because for some reason, Commander Shepard, when he was warned about like this thing or whatever, they told him like, oh, we need you to like, fly this little space shuttle out into space or something, so you could be safe in case something goes wrong. So he only took like all his friends, and he was like, fuck everyone else. You know what I mean? He just takes all his friends and like says fuck you to everyone else, and everyone else gets pretty much kidnapped by the fucking collectors.
Well, you can only take 4 people on a squad. That was the limitation.
No, he took like 10 people with him on this tiny spaceship, and I'm like what like, don't you guys have like extra spaceships or something, like escape pods or something? Or no, man. And like as you're playing as Joker, like you're trying to upload Edie to the ship's AI or something. Like you have to like you're trying to give her full power or whatever to control the entire ship, and so like you see like all your friends being dragged away by the collectors. Are like, yeah, and they're all just being dragged away by these fucking aliens, and you're like, oh, sorry, like I'm just Joker, let's do with the limp. That doesn't even have a gun on him. I don't know why he doesn't have a fucking pistol on him or something.
Right, you would think he'd have something like, every character in Star Trek has at least like a phaser. Come on.
Every pilot that I've seen in like every like fucking, like war movie or like spaceship movie or something, every pilot has like a pistol on him at least, you know what I mean?
Every Air Force pilot has a pistol. Come on.
Yeah, or like a little rifle you can pull out of somewhere, like in case something goes wrong. Yeah, every Air Force pilot has a fucking pistol on him. They don't just eject into enemy lines with nothing. At least you got like a handgun to shoot a few guys, or they take you hostage. No, the Joker's just like running with the limp, no pistol, no weapons. And you got to go restore some AI bullshit in the engineering section and fucking. You gotta crawl through the vents or something. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Anyways, Mass Effect 2 has been dope. So I'm finally getting like romance options. So like, who is Commander Shepard gonna romance? So I don't know who he's gonna romance. I was thinking Miranda, but she's not in the 3rd game, is she?
I think
so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure she is. Yeah. She doesn't die that I know of. I don't remember the ending of Mass Effect 2, but even though I played it.
I know, it's Mass Effect 2. This ending seems to be like a suicide mission type of ending because they're all talking about like, well, make sure like, because they told me like, do you want to go right now? We're ready to go. And when I was like, fucker, like, I still got to wake up the guest robot guy and do his loyalty mission and shit, Like, I don't want to not do that. I want to do his loyalty mission and then we can go. And then like who else? That chick who becomes a shadow broker, Liara, the blue chick, the blue alien. She was all being all flirty with Commander. She's like, can I go up to your cabin? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go up to the captain's quarters. Let's go. And she like, I brought you a gift. Yeah, I got all the fishes in the galaxy, and she's like, I brought you a gift, and like. She gives you like this fucking dog tags or something from like, I guess they were your dog tags when you died or something from the first game. She's like, I got you some dog tags. And you're like, oh, thank you. I'm Commander Shepard. Yeah. And then like, I totally thought they were going to fuck. And like, then she's like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta go do something. And then she like leaves.
She flaked.
Total fucking tease, dude. I'm like, what the fuck happened right now? What the hell happened? Like she was... Like, it was totally, like, a flirty thing. Even, like every dialogue choice was, like, being, like, flirty and shit. Like, what the fuck happened there? Like, I don't know. And the same thing, like, Miranda, like, she's like, oh, I gotta think about it. And then, who else? Tally. I gotta think. And then who else? The Jack chick, the bald chick. I think her name is Jack. She's in the bottom of the ship or something.
Right, yeah. She's down there, like, evil Barbie mechanic, whatever.
Yeah, she's like, yo, you want to fuck? And your answer could be like yes or no, or like I care about you too much to just fucking have sex.
You know what, Jesus? Spoiler alert.
I was like, whatever.
She will rock your world.
I was just like, whatever, yes. And like, yeah, then they have sex. And then like she doesn't want to talk to you. She's like, no, fuck you. I don't want to talk to you no more.
One and done, huh? Wow.
every time you go down there, every time like I try to go down there, like, I wonder if you could trigger this again. She's like, no, you can't. I don't think you can. Because every time I've been down there, she's like, what the fuck do you want? Get the fuck out of here, like you. Fucking piece of shit.
There's some
Get the fuck
guys
outta
you can
here.
romance too, Jesus. There's some
Yeah,
options
you
there.
can. You can. I think you can romance. I don't know if Joker is one of them. I know that there's a few people on the ship, right? You can romance.
Yeah, I remember that from I'm just a memory popped up from Mass Effect 3. There was somebody down in engineering, but it wasn't Jack. It was like another dude, and he's like, "Hey, Captain, what's up with you?" He wasn't like the main guy, but he was like looking good.
Yeah,
I like your hair. I was like, gee, thanks. I'm gonna go now. Thank you.
Anyways, yeah, so I've been playing Mass Effect 2. And yeah, it's pretty dope. What else happened?
Oh, wait, where are you at like in the story on Mass Effect 2? Like you said are you
I'm
at that the final battle?
Listen, I got the IFF Reaper, the IFF signal thing machine that lets me fly through the Omega 4 relay. I got almost every crew member. Like I said, the last one I just got was Legion. All I gotta do is his loyalty mission, and that's it. But I've done like almost all the side missions, like all the little anomaly detected, and you land on a little like planet or whatever and do a little quick mission. I've done all of those, I think, because I've scanned like almost every. You know how you can scan all the planets? I've scanned like all of them, and I was doing that yesterday for like an hour, for like 30 minutes. That I was sitting there scanning planet. I'm like, this has to be the most boring fucking part of this goddamn game. Is all this fucking scanning, like, probe launched.
Anomaly detected.
Probe launched.
I think they got rid of it in Mass Effect 3, or they just sped it up even more. I can't remember.
Hopefully they fucking fixed it.
I forgot now. That's a thing. Or there's just less planets to scan.
Oh, it's so boring, dude. Anomaly detected. And then it's just like, oh, God.
Would you believe Jesus back on the 360? Well, even though they sped it up with a patch later, it was even slower on old gen consoles.
You fucking, God damn, that's terrible.
I know. Like, I think when I bought the game, they had already done the patch for it.
Mm-hmm. That's bad. It was bad. It's fucking like super slow. Anyways, besides Mass Effect, another update with my PS5. I got PS Plus again, and I did get Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. I do own it. I haven't played it.
How much?
You were all excited for that one.
Is it just an upgrade price? Digital?
$30. So listen, if I would have pre-ordered it, it would have cost me $20, which I didn't. I don't know why the fuck I didn't pre-order it. I would have saved $10 literally. So I was all online. When was it? Thursday, trying to find a fucking pre-order like place. Like where can I pre-order this? Nope. I was like, oh no, it's already out. You can't. And I was like, can I buy like a pre-order code somewhere? Maybe CD keys. Nope. Not available for you. Fuck you, Jesus. So I just paid the $30. And so okay, now let me give this a little bit of insight for people that are wondering about this. So if you own the PS4 version of Ghost of Tsushima, you fucking, if you have the PS4 version and you play on the PS5, you for free, like without buying this director's cut, you get access to the following things. You get access to like the 60 frames per second mode. You get access to what else? Better loading times. And what else do you get? Like something else that they added into the new. And then if you buy the director's cut, you get 4K 60. Like I believe they actually enhanced the visuals like quite a bit. And you get like new little features in the game, like new little things you can do. You can also in the base game, if you have like just the normal with director's cut, if you have just the PS4 version of the game, you get like the ability to lock on to targets, which is a thing that wasn't in the base game before, like it wasn't before this patch. So like now when you're in a group of enemies, you can actually lock the camera or lock onto like a certain target. This guy, whereas before the game would automatically switch you to the nearest target, like you were like constantly changing Yeah, you were constantly, even if you're trying to go like after the big guy, it was constantly changing you to the closest guy coming after you. So I think that's another free thing that you can get if you own the PS4 version. Now, like I said, 60 frames per second is available on the PS4 version, and it does get enhanced visuals from the PS4 Pro to the PS5 just because it's better hardware. But with the deluxe edition or the director's cut, I believe is what it's called, you actually get the PS5 version of the game, which adds better visuals, like actual enhanced textures and shit. It has whatever content comes with it, like some island expansion, a new DLC island or whatever, like a whole island you can explore. Nice. And what else? There's a whole island, story mode island added, and there's something else that they've added that was kind of important that I wanted
more
to touch
trophies.
on.
I know that for a fact.
Well, yeah, more trophies. Oh, the controller. Oh, Jesus, it's a super controller. They got the adaptive triggers and the feedback, the whatever the fuck it's called. Haptic feedback.
Ah.
Yeah, so when you're swinging your sword and shit, you can feel the feedback on triggers and the buttons, and the controller vibrates, and I don't know, magic.
Magic vibrations, baby.
Also, they added some God of War armor into the game as well. Who showed me it? Was it Jason or Jay? Jay on
Sam?
Discord. He was like, "Hey man, so check out this check out this God of War armor or whatever." He showed me armor. It was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. It was all red and shit. It was pretty sick looking. Also, now you can hide your quiver, like if you have because in the game you have a bow and arrow. And you can actually hide the quiver now and hide the bow, like if you have it equipped. Because usually in the game when you have that on you, as soon as you your character carries it with him and he's always wearing it. And some people thought that ruined the look of the samurai. Samurai really didn't
have the bow.
You know what I mean?
Quiver, yeah.
Some did, obviously, when they were like shooting, arrows at enemies and shit from distances of battles, but Some people thought it ruined the look of the samurai or something. Thought it ruined the armor look. So you can hide that now if that's an option if you want that. Also, the cutscenes on the PS5 version, the director's cut version, are actually rendered in-game. So it's similar to Ratchet and Clank, where all the cutscenes are not they're not pre-recorded. I mean, they kind of are, right? But like they're not. How do I say this? It's not like a video you're watching. The game is actually rendering. The game,
yeah,
the console
does that. I like it.
Yeah, the console is actually rendering whatever the fuck you're watching. It's not like a video, right, Mayo?
Right.
So the console is actually like drawing the picture and the pixels and all that. That's how Ratchet and Clank is. And actually, what's really cool about the PS5, it kind of showcases the power, kind of what they can do with this new generation of consoles that you don't see a lot of games do. Is Ratchet and Clank actually does this really good, where you know how you can switch between the rifts? Like you go like future world or space world, and then you switch back and you're in whatever world, and you're in the city, and then you can switch like portal again, and now you're in some other fucking area or whatever. When you switch back and forth between those areas, the game is actually rendering both areas at the same time while you're playing the game. And that's why when you switch, it's so instant, because the game just automatically, switches over because it doesn't take anything else. It's just no loading because it's rendering in both.
Nice.
That's a little tech tips. Jesus, tech tips.
The power of the PS5.
Yeah. Speaking of power of PS5, my DualSense controller, piece of shit, died, and now it's dead.
Well, fuck PlayStation. There we go.
It's a fucking hobo controller. Listen, I paid $70 for fucking crap. Oh, okay. To be fair, I don't know if it's the one that came with the console or the one that I just bought like not that long ago.
But for it's the bought one.
I'm going to assume that it's the one that came with the console because I was like, I just have a feeling. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But the piece of shit that doesn't work. It flashes orange when I plug it in. I put it on the dock to charge it. It flashes orange. It doesn't charge. I've reset it. Yes, I've done the reset. Yes, I've done everything. I'm plugged. I changed the wires. I plugged different wires into it. Doesn't work. Motherfucker, you. So
did you bang it on a Xbox Series X a couple times to see if that helps?
Maybe that should be the next thing I do. Maybe I should throw it out and get an Xbox. But I mean, so I I don't know what the fuck's up. Like, listen, I don't use my PS5 that much. Why is my controller dead in less than a year? Why, Mayo?
Defect.
I don't know. Unless you were probably throwing it across the room too much. Knowing you, you were probably just like chucking it around.
Is this an issue of like now you have to contact Sony and send it in to them? And
listen, you don't contact. You know how Microsoft you can just contact them in chat.
Yeah, you could just bring up a website and call them. Or chat.
Sony's living in like the 1970s over there. You got to call us. And guess what? They're not even open 24 hours a day or 7 days a week. No, they're only open Monday through Friday. Hey, listen, these motherfuckers are working office hours, all right? They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to like 6 p.m. or something, or 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. What kind of pussy schedule is that? Your asses need to get to work, goddammit, with your broken controllers.
They're probably at home. You're going to hear a baby screaming in the background. You're going to be like, this is the Sony corporate office? You're like, yes. Shut the fuck up. Okay, yes, this is, how can I help you, Jesus? Right? Because nobody's in the office right now. But Rona's back. Everybody's at home.
Is that what it is? Look, man, all I know is that I'm going to have to pay for shipping for this fucking crap.
You think they're going to pay for shipping? They're not going to cover it, you don't think?
I don't think they're going to cover it. No, most companies don't. They're going to be like, no, you pay us, you ship it back to us.
Yep.
And we'll ship you one. We'll ship you back out a new one or like a fixed one or refurbished one.
To pay for my Red Ring of Death shipping.
Yeah, I don't think these companies don't give a fuck about us, Mayo. They're going to make us pay.
Last time I sent something in, but I traded in an old phone to Verizon for my daughter. They sent me the box.
Different.
But yeah.
Usually phone companies are pretty good about sending you the shit to send shit in. But like I said, like, whatchamacallit? Like PlayStation, I know, and Xbox and Nintendo, they charge you. They make you like buy your own shit, your own box.
Well, I expect that on Nintendo.
And they just give you an address. Like, I just put this code in there, and that will do some kind of paper you print out and you stick in the box with it, and you just
that's the thing about
Amazon.
Amazon.
In the box, and fucking send that back to us. And the thing about Amazon, man, Gunny, though, is you don't have to pay for the shipping back. You know why?
Right, you can just print that out.
No, you can just take it to fucking Kohl's.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. You can take it to Kohl's and they'll take it.
Kohl's, yeah.
Take it to fucking Kohl's, Gunny. Take your listen.
Out, right?
Listen, Gunny. Listen. You take your wife. You tell her, hey, honey, I'm gonna take you shopping. You want to go to Kohl's? And she's like, what? This motherfucker wants to go to Kohl's. He never wants to go to Kohl's with me. Yeah, I want to take you shopping to Kohl's. You want to go? And being a woman, you know how women are. She can't deny Kohl's. She's going to say yes.
This sounds like a more expensive route. I think it'd be cheaper to just pay for the shipping.
You take her to Kohl's, Gunny, and then you turn your Amazon item while you... like, I got to go talk to the customer service desk. Then you return your Xbox. And then
why we happen to be going to Kohl's, I'm just going to go grab this merchandise I need to return.
Yeah. Oh, convenient. We can knock two birds with... She's going to think you're so smart, Gunny. She's going to be like, God damn, I married a genius. This guy's really smart.
Right.
This guy's so productive. Look at him.
Then his
all these things.
Avoiding paying for shipping turns into $100 shopping spree at Kohl's.
Yeah, I think that's why they got that deal, right? With Amazon for sure.
Because he didn't want to pay $10 to return something.
Right.
It's all right, Gunny. It'll be worth it, dude.
Yeah, but speaking of that, guys, like, I think she did get like I think I talked about them a couple weeks ago, was the Razer headphones, and they were just like the $50, basic. I used them this weekend, and they're okay, right? They're good for just general chat and stuff. But Kyle did get Gunny Jr. did get the Elite Pro wireless fucking Razer headset. So they were like almost 200, 180. So thanks, Amazon and Kohl's. Yeah, just return that and then boom, like the other ones arrive like the next day. Got credit immediately. As soon as they scan it, as soon as Kohl's scans it, boom, you get your credit.
Elite Pro Wireless from who? From Razer?
Yeah. I can go get the box if you want.
I mean,
I'm calling them Elite Pro, but they're not. That's not what they're called. There's another name for it.
Listen. I googled Elite Pro Wireless, and like every headphone brand has a fucking headset called Elite Pro Wireless.
I was using it. I was generalizing, of course, but is it Miranda? I don't know. I'm not. The box is not in front of me, but yeah.
Listen. Is it called the Kraken?
I'll go get the box.
Black. Listen. No, Gunny. I want you to guess first. Is it called the Kraken, the Black Shark, Barracuda X, Nari, Pyra, Hammerhead, Opus, Nomo, Leviathan?
Damn, there's all kinds of stuff.
What's it called?
I think it is the Nobia.
My guess is the Opus.
I'm going to say Nobia. What do you say, Jesus?
I'm going to say Barracuda X because this is the newest one.
All right, let me go get it. I say, yeah, I'll be back.
All right, now that we got rid of Gunny, we can talk trash about
this fucking box.
Yeah,
they got
I bought a Bear Kraken pretty cheap. I think they were. My daughter wanted those are really cheap.
I think those are the like their basic standard. Like they're like the Turtle Beach, whatever, the ones that have like the store or whatever. You know, like the Bobo ones. But these Barracudas look pretty comfortable. They look nice and foamy. They look like they would be comfortable on your head. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's some headsets that are not comfortable. These look comfortable.
All right, what did you say it was, Jesus?
Barracuda X.
What did you say, Mayo?
The one that started the O. What was it?
Opus?
I think we were all wrong. It's the Naris.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, what kind of homo Nari shit the fuck?
Hey, but it's got haptic technology. That's what it says.
Does it? Oh.
HyperSense intelligent haptics.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at it. You got the ultimate ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it got Razer, some shit called a Razer HyperSense.
It's got the cooling gel infused cushions.
Yeah, cooling gel.
I will say this. So the ones that look like the Naris, maybe Razer's known for that, the round kind of head cushion headset with the that pull-out pop mic. I love this mic because at any time I've noticed with the ones that he has now, I think they were like $100. But those
is that
things,
for the Xbox or is that for just the regular one?
Let me see. I think these are the regular. It doesn't say. Okay.
There's
PC, Mac, PlayStation, Switch, Xbox One, mobile devices. So it's probably Bluetooth as well. And I know that
there's one that's actually branded for the Xbox, and there's one that's not.
Yeah. So this one here, I think, yeah, it depends.
I'll tell you what, the one branded for the Xbox is $50 more.
Okay, because the one I got does come with it'll just plug right into my controller, right? Or what I use is, what are these things here? These are, what are these, Jesus? Do you know what these are called here? The ones that I got that plug. Yeah, these dongles, right? That are from, I don't know who makes them. Yeah. But I've got two of them, right?
Showed me his testicles, people.
I just showed him my nutsack. Damn, hairy.
Yeah, them dongles there.
No, but it's got it's got the volume on there and the game and chat. But the
shit.
Yeah, well, the reason I got those, right, is for one, it's got better control on it, so it will fuck with some headsets.
The way you'll know if he got the Xbox versions or not is if they connect wirelessly to the Xbox. That means no wires at all to the controller or the console. It's just wireless audio.
So, right, but with these right here come with several different dongles, right, that are that makes it
but the
wireless for
Xbox-
PlayStation and Xbox, apparently.
But the Xbox ones are just made for Xbox. They're like they have
it's
whatever
exclusive,
technology.
okay.
It's whatever technology Xbox uses for the controller. They have it in the headset, so it just connects it wirelessly to it.
What am I thinking of? The other ones we have come with mini sound cards,
Yeah.
and it seems to work pretty good. I've got it plugged in the back of my PC right now.
And if he had the Xbox one, he'll notice that he has the because it comes with the green ear cups. Inside the ear cup, it's green, and the band is green. Like inside the band, where he's wearing it, it's green. Xbox screen. Also, Gunny, I don't know how much you paid for these, but right now they're on sale $9.
How much?
$159.
Okay, maybe that's the ones you got for $159, or did I say $189? I can't remember the actual.
Well,
price.
they're originally $200,
Yes, that's the one. Yeah,
but they're down to $160.
yeah, he got them
Where
on
you buy them at? Amazon?
Yeah,
Listen, if Amazon charge you $200, go and tell them, and they'll give you the price difference back.
no, I thought the wife said $189, but maybe it was $159. I'll double check here.
Oh, Gunny, that's $20 you could be spending on shipping to ship them back.
$30, right? If I said
Yeah.
$189, yeah. But no, but okay. So just a little backstory on that was with the Hobo ones that we have with the sound card. He has that laptop, so it doesn't quite. You know, the ones that he's using now is just straight up USB, right? That's the only option, and they were perfect. Boom, plug and play. You know, he used them for 2 years or whatever. Perfect. They sound great. It's got that same, the headset and the mic and the boom mic. I call it a boom mic, but it's just kind of a pull in and out. But yeah, perfect. And then these right here came with that sound card connector, and they didn't work in either USB. I tried them even on mine, and they only work in a couple different USB slots for some fucking reason. I don't know why.
That's weird.
But luckily, I've got. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work, Mayo. I was gonna call tech support Mayo here to see if mine were gonna work. But yeah,
I'm gonna figure it out.
I don't know anything. Look, the last 10 minutes, I don't know what you just said.
The hobo headset I got, Jesus, works fine. The Razer ones, the ones that I got here.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was mixing the two together here.
You're confusing me there. Too much.
I got these here. I don't even know what these are called. Just fucking hobo Razer headsets.
What kind of hobo shit is that? It looks like a fucking Air Force pilot.
It looks like a helicopter pilot, right?
Yeah, fucking helicopter pilot.
They're alive.
He uses those when he plays Flight Simulator. He gets a pair of sunglasses on. And then
fucking aviators on.
Yeah.
Fucking helicopter headset.
Remember I tried these a couple weeks ago before we did the show, and you were like, dude, you don't have the right connector on. I can't hear you. So,
yeah.
But no, they're fine. Sound good.
Anyways, speaking of stuff, so all that stuff happened, right? My PlayStation controller's dead, and stupid ass shit. I have to call him, and I'm thinking, should I just buy a new controller?
why don't you just buy a new one of those cool red ones or whatever, and then still get a free
That's
one?
what I was thinking.
That's what I would do. I would just probably go buy a red
red
one right now just so I have the red. And then call
And then
in
what you
be
do
like,
is you take the
"It's
other
broke."
headset, put it back in the box, and send that one back.
Look, I
That's the
have
Jesus way to do it.
because I have two controllers. I have one that still works. I always prefer to have two. I don't know why.
Knowing you, Jesus, okay, I know how you think over there. Just popped in my mind. I'm going to guess you bought your PlayStation 5 controller from Best Buy. And if you still have your box, you probably bought the extended warranty. And why don't you just take it back to Best Buy and have them exchange it? Then you wouldn't have to send it in.
You still have the receipt.
Well.
Does that matter too, or would it be on file?
Did
I know Best Buy's really good about it.
I don't know. You tend to buy that your stuff from Best Buy. Sometimes.
Why but I didn't this time. You know why? I buy it at Fred Meyer's because the Fred Meyer's. They have like every accessory for the PlayStation. They have the camera, the fucking charging docks. They have the stand, the headset, the controllers. So I just bought it there because I get an employee discount. I get like a 20% off or 10% off electronics. So I think I just bought it there for that reason. I was like, fine, I'll just buy it here.
Okay, I have another solution here. I remember Jonathan Hall doing this. Okay, I remember he had a problem with the headset. What if you just go buy one from Best Buy, buy another white one, and then take it home, and then take the broken one, put it in the box, and say I got this, and it was broke, and then return that one, then you get the third. Then you get a third.
If I just go to Fred Meyer's and buy a new one, put the broken one in the box, and give him back to him, like, yo, this shit's broken.
Yeah, I remember. That's what Pinpoint did on a headset that he had. He was like, had it for a while, and the wire quit working or something in it. Had like a short. And he just took it back and said, hey, this quit working. And then after he bought a brand new one, that way he still had a box. And then he went back like the next day.
Listen, before you judge me, motherfucker, you listening, all the company's going to do, they're going to just send it back to the Sony for a refund. Yeah. Like, they get their money back from Sony. They just send it back to them.
You're just eliminating and have to send it to them.
You also want to know a fun fact, guys, about Best Buy? You don't have to buy their warranty. You know how they offer you the warranty for like 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're really only paying for one.
That's true, right? Literally, you're only getting another year.
You know why? Because everything you buy at Best Buy, no matter as little as it is, as big as it is, it could be a $10,000 item or a $5 item. Everything you buy at Best Buy is under manufacturer warranty. So at any time you buy a TV and it breaks 3 months later, you can legit take it back to them, even if you didn't buy their stupid protection plan thing, and tell them, hey, I want you guys to exchange this or refund me my money. This TV is busted. They have to, by law, take your fucking shit back and either give you a brand new TV of the same style or the same kind, or give you your money back. They have to, because manufacturer warranty applies to them. They just send it back to whoever made it, LG or whoever the fuck made it, Samsung or whatever, you know. They just send the TV back to them, and they don't deal with it really, you know. But yeah, that extended warranty really it's pretty much what it's doing is extending your manufacturer warranty for another year, but it's also like adding a little bit of damage protection. Like if you actually break it yourself deliberately, you can still exchange it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you drop it, right, doesn't matter, which is nice, kind of like your phone.
Yeah. Whereas before, if it just stops working by itself and you didn't do anything to it, it just stopped. You can still take it back, and I think it's up to a year, dude. So just so you know, man, when next time you go to Best Buy, tell those motherfuckers, yeah.
It depends.
They'll try to argue with you, though. No, I'm telling you, though, the managers are going to try to argue with you because managers, they're fucking deal with the return and all that shit. It makes their store look bad the more returns they have and shit, to be honest. So they don't want that. They don't want to deal with it, right, Gunny?
Right.
They don't want to give out a free TV, right? They don't want to make their numbers look bad. You know, they got to hit quotas and numbers and how many sales they did every month and shit. So it makes them look bad. So they're going to argue with you like fucking to death. Like, oh, no, you're full of shit. We can't return this. It's been over 90 days or whatever. You tell those motherfuckers, fuck you guys. Manufacturer warranty says a fucking year. So you guys need to change this shit right now. Do it. Yeah. Fun fact for all listeners out there. Not all the listeners know. That's fine.
You know, I think the same rule applies, I think, sort of for Costco, too.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Yeah, actually, Costco doesn't give a fuck. Let me tell you something about Costco. You could buy a TV this year.
Yep.
And go return it 4 years from now, and they'll still exchange it for you.
Yeah, if you've got that receipt. So I used to pick up. So I deliver wine to Costco, by the way. Not every day, not every week. Yeah.
As long as you have the receipt, as long as you're a member and you've been a member, they don't give a fuck. They'll accept pretty much anything that's been bought from them. And yeah, I think they have there's some limit to their it's like a really long limit. Like you can pretty much take anything back to them. Anything.
You can walk in there and be like, these diapers already got shit in them. I want new ones. Okay.
Yeah. I know someone that's bought Keurigs from them, and they've never bought a new Keurig since they bought their first one.
Just keep exchanging it, right?
They just keep bringing it back to them. Like, yo, this fucking shit broke. Okay, we'll give you a new one. Oh, yeah, and you know what? By the time they go back and exchange it, the new model has come out, so they always upgrade.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have that model anymore. That's the old one. Here's a new one. Here's the new one. Here, enjoy it. You know, it's like, oh, okay. Well, like, what the fuck? You know, like
they do that too. Where like Costco, I've noticed, like only because that one in particular is the one I deliver to. Well, there's like 3 in my area, but I'll be like, you go in there during Super Bowl time, like after Super Bowl, you're like, what the fuck? There's like I can't get through there because there's not enough room. There's all these return TVs. Like, yeah, people just come in. They fucking buy a TV and
it's like
4 days later
they
trade it back in for cash or whatever.
Yeah.
Or credit or whatever it might be.
See, Mayo invites us over to his brand new apartment in this new high rise in wherever the fuck he lives in Columbus or something. And then he's like, yo guys, check out this new TV I bought. It's like a
80-inch, 85-inch. Yeah.
Yeah, 90-inch, $30,000 TV from Costco. And then the next day, Mayo returns it, and then it's fine. He has money back. It was fun watching the Super Bowl on it, and then he returns it.
There we go.
That's what people do, Gunny. That's what people do.
Yeah.
You know, there's people out there that do this, right? They go to like they shop at like Macy's or wherever, like, and they buy like really nice clothes, like really nice, expensive shit, dude. And they'll wear it to like a party or a gathering.
Yeah.
And then they'll just return it like the next, like when they're done, they just return the clothes. And these stores, they take it back, and they're like, oh, I didn't use it or whatever, you know. And they just take it back.
Yeah, these underwear's got crusty stuff in it. I don't want them anymore. I paid a lot of money for them, but I don't want them.
And these people that do this, like that's how they live. They just keep like. They have like all this new shit all the time. Like, wonder how the fuck do these people have all these new clothes all the time and all this shit? Because they fucking return them all the time. It's fucking weird, but some people do it, man. It's just like I don't know if it's just to keep up appearances or something. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
No, it's true. I've seen them because I've taken my wife to Macy's. Remember we were at the mall yesterday, Jesus? I took a picture. I'm at the mall.
Yeah.
It's 11. And the fucking mall didn't open until 12, by the way. I was upset. I didn't get my Wetzel pretzel. Or whatever it's called.
Gunny's like a super boomer over there, fucking at the mall at 3 a.m.
He's there like 9 o'clock in the morning getting his laps in already.
Yeah.
I walk around the mall twice, and there was like homeless people everywhere. I'm like trying to get into the mall, but no, I never got in the mall. By the way, but Macy's did open at 11. Got in there, did the pick up at store thing. You know, but the wife will do that, right? Get something in the mail, get a blouse or a pair of pants or whatever. I don't like these pants. Let's go return them. So then I think you can just go in there and drop it off right there at the store, like the place you do the pickups and stuff. But no, we got plates for the house, man. Like real stuff. We're going to keep these plates. We need plates to eat on.
Like nice plates?
They are pretty nice. I don't know like how much they were, but they're nice white plates to eat food on.
Tired of using paper plates?
We use paper plates, by the way. Yeah, we use them.
Paper plates. Oh, why not, Gunny? Paper plates, like...
That's all I would use. I told her I would probably own like 2 plates if I was a single guy.
Yeah, I don't even know why I have plates. I don't even know why I have them. I in one. like the top, like I use the top one all the time. It's like I never rotate them. Like... Maybe I should. I'm
like lazy. I'm the opposite.
Down.
I pretty much go through all mine. I kind of put them in the dishwasher one by one as they're dirty. I just keep getting a new one out.
Okay.
You know, and then when they get low, I just run the dishwasher.
I hate having dirty dishes, so I just like I eat and I wash my shit and then I put it. And I'm gonna cook something. I use all the same shit I did before to cook that.
Right.
Like, oh fuck! Then I eat
one pot, one fork. Yeah.
Yeah. Same plate, same fork, same spoon.
Yeah. I mean, I just rinse mine off and then immediately goes in the dishwasher. And then I have the butler turn it on when it comes time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, see, I don't know, man. I guess it is.
I press start, sir. Yes.
Gunny, I thought you had a fucking dog for a second.
I know, right?
I was using my butler voice, sir.
No, in your background.
Yeah, your background, your dog.
Oh, that's Sonic. No, that's the Joker.
No, the dog on the bed.
Oh shit! You've never noticed the dog on the bed? That thing's been there since we started podcasting, fucking 4 years ago.
I have never
man.
noticed it.
I just noticed it right now, dude.
I've noticed the Joker back there before, but never the dog.
He's laying down. Let me go get him. Yeah.
It's an actual dog. You just never noticed. That's funny. Yeah, I never noticed that. But anyway, so you know, I'm gonna have to change my place. It's fucking stupid. But besides all that, on the PC side, I actually was gonna buy a game called Road 68 or something like that, or Road 86. Looks like a very cool game. It's just, I didn't buy it, but I was looking at it and watching the developer actually stream it a little bit. It's a very cool looking game. You're pretty much living this dystopian future, like this country. And I don't know if I think you're a kid or a teenager, and I think your goal is you're trying to escape the country. So you're trying to hitchhike out of the country, and every time you hitchhike, it's like a procedurally generated story. Like the story will go, but like you'll reach a point and you'll die, and it restarts from the beginning. So then you got to hitchhike all the way from the beginning, and every time you hitchhike, it'll be like maybe different people picking you up. Like one will be a trucker, one will be a taxi driver, one will be a cop, one will be a serial killer, you know, or like, you know, like maybe you'll be eating lunch with somebody at a diner because they want to stop for food, and the diner gets robbed, and now you're like in the middle of a fucking stick-up robbery, you know, and then maybe the robbers kidnap you and take you with them, and now you're with a bunch of fucking robbers and shit, you know. And it's a lot of cool little different things that like little twists and shit that I saw in the game that looked really fucking cool. And yeah, so it just came out this week.
What is it called again?
Steam. Like I think it's like Route 86 or Route 68. It's something like that. It's like a weird play on Route 66, like Route 86 or Route 96 or something like that. Yeah, it just came out. So anyways, and it has like the art style of it looks like I would say like hello Hello Neighbor, like that kind of art style where like it's kind of cartoony, you know, but it looks pretty cool, you know, at the same time. I want to check it out though. I just didn't know if I wanted to pay for it. It was like I think it was like a $30 game. I was like, it seems a little steep. I don't know if I want to really play this for that long, you know, like but I hear the story is really cool. Like some people reading the reviews, some people were saying like, holy fuck, that was wild. And some people were saying like, it was okay. So it's kind of like a little bit of a mix, but mostly positive. So I want to check it out eventually. But besides that on Steam, I actually went back and played a little bit more of Frostpunk. I've been playing Frostpunk, and man, that game is fucking hard. I actually play it via xCloud on my PC, and man, that game on the Xbox, it's terrible.
Oh, really?
It's not fun. Tell you what, like, because I think it would have been easier or better if I would have been able to play with the mouse and keyboard on the xCloud.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just you have to play with the controller because it's running off of an Xbox console, you know, wherever the fuck they're streaming it from. So you got to play with the controller. And the controller, it's bad. It feels bad, you know, like the way they just did it doesn't feel good. And not to mention, Mayo, the graphics on the Xbox were bad. It was like, wow, this looks so terrible. It looks like blurry. Like everything just looks blurry and bad. It looks fucking terrible on the Xbox. I'm like, wow, this game looks really bad on the Xbox.
So is that just maybe because of the way it's streaming to you, do you think? Or is it just the Xbox?
It could have, you know, it could have been, you know, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. It could have been the streaming that was giving me bad quality video. But I'm hardwired in with the gig down speed, you know, like I'm getting at least 700 down. And it was still pretty bad, man. I don't know what the fuck
the regular? It's on Game Pass, right? Like on the Xbox Game Pass.
It's on the Game Pass.
So maybe I should just try and download it to my Xbox and see how it looks in comparison. Maybe I can tell if it's
you should. Yeah, you should.
It should look pretty good on my OLED with, you know, the Xbox One X.
Like I said, it's gonna be a little difficult with the controller playing it. It's not as easy as it is with mouse and keyboard. But it is doable. I like some of the things they did with the controller, like they were able to use the triggers to pull up some menus, and you can. There's a few things that they were like being able to like add like hot buttons. So like your face buttons, your Y and your X and your B. Those actually can be assigned to like turn on the generator and turn it off, and press Y to turn it on, Y to turn it off, and X to turn on this, and X to turn off that. So like it's pretty cool how they did that. But I just don't like the way the camera rotates on the console. Like it just feels very janky. But yeah, maybe like I said, you may have a better experience playing it on an actual console at your house. You know, it might look way better.
Yeah, you might notice that. That
Yeah.
frame rate limit, maybe what you're noticing too, if it looks kind of janky when the camera's spinning, that could be like just the frame rate. Like, you know, because that's what,
You're
that's
right.
what your frame rate is. It's kind of, you know, at a higher frame rate, it's going to be really smooth, to where lower frame rate, it's going to be a little jerky.
Yeah, because, you know, granted, on my PC, I'm getting like 100 and something frames, like probably 170, 160 something frames when I'm playing this game on Ultra. So playing it on the console, it's probably giving me, what, 30, maybe 60? So, yeah, you may be right. It could be that. It could be just the frame rate. It's making it feel like it's very janky when it really is not. It's just being fucking slow. That's it, you know. I don't know. Anyway, so I played a little bit of Frostpunk. You know, I was messing with dabbling with. I was thinking about maybe playing some of that Outriders on there. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe not. I don't know yet.
Now, you never did play that, did you?
I didn't realize you didn't play that. But Jesus, real
Mm.
quick, I just wanted to mention I've noticed this when I did that 30-day free trial thing on damn, now I can't even remember the name of the streaming service, but xCloud and then obviously Stadia. There we go. But that was just through like the PC version, right? So I could only play here on my computer. But I've noticed in both situations where, you know, like, hey, fine, it works good, you know. It works fine all hardwired in. And I played a couple things, Borderlands, and then we played, again, going back to xCloud. And Mayo, your favorite game, Kyle likes it too. We played it. The name escapes me now. But either way, those games played fine. But I noticed like the colors are washed out. Is that just part of the whole 1080p or just part of the like the whole compression, you know, going on? That
It
I
could be
don't
that.
know.
It could be that, or it could be just the way it's streaming to you. You know, like the colors could be off. That's one thing I noticed about Frostpunk also, that the colors were a little bit off.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I launched it on the PC, I was like, when I actually launched it off on my Steam account, I was like, holy fuck, this game is actually really fucking pretty. Like, it looks really cool, you know, when you have it all like and everything's just green and all the smoke and there's a lot of details that I never noticed before. Like the actual when like a house heats up, the snow on the roof will melt. And I never know. I was like, wow, like all these little features that I never noticed before. Like I was looking at characters, the way they walk in the snow and they create little snow trails and shit. And really cool game, man. Frostpunk is really cool.
A new day. Bop, and that, oh man, I hear that sound all the time. It just goes off in my head. I don't play that game enough. Yeah, so good.
They've announced that they're bringing it to mobile, so iPhones and Android.
Nice.
And they've also announced that Frostpunk. They've also announced Frostpunk 2 is coming, so they are making a new one. And they said this new one is going to be based on like actually managing a bigger city, like an actual city during.
Wow.
Whatever,
I can't wait to play it. That'll be a day one purchase for me.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing it day one. So besides
games come.
Maybe I was playing it, you know, and then played all that, and then I went and played on the Xbox. Noticed a few games just came out on the Game Pass, and I was able to play some Microsoft Flight Simulator. So played some of that, and man, like having to reinstall Microsoft Flight Simulator because for some reason, every time I go to like update after I don't update it after a while, I go to update, it doesn't want to update. I have to reinstall the entire fucking game. So I did that. Fucking 4 hours later,
yeah,
I was able to play. And pretty much, I got on a plane. I was flying in VR, and I couldn't help but think, God damn, this shit is ugly. Like, what the fuck's going on right now? Why is everything so ugly? So I didn't realize I didn't go into my settings, and I fucking went into my settings and I bumped everything up, and I was like, oh, there we go. This is more the flight simulator I know. It was way better once I fucking bumped everything up.
Did it
and you know what's really cool?
To a more basic setting.
Like, yeah, it was more like a medium settings on my VR. So I bumped everything up, and I was flying through the Vegas Strip, Mayo, right? So like, you know, you're flying. Like I was saying, like the casinos didn't look really good. I was like, what the fuck? So I bumped everything up, and then whoa, and all the textures popped in, and then the detail was like, wow, everything is there. The coolest thing that I was able to do in this game, Mayo, was actually fly to my old house in Vegas and see my old house on the neighborhood that I used to live on that corner. It was there, and it was my old house. It was the house I grew up in, man. It was fucking insane to me. I was like, because I was flying like a little plane so I could really slow down quite a bit, and I was like, all right, I'm at the right street corner, and I was like, okay, I remember all these stores, and all the stores were there, like Smart and Final, and the 7-Eleven was at the corner, and the gas station was there, and the Burger King was there, and all these other fucking stores were there. The swap meet was there, and then I you know, fly around, and then I'm like, okay, so I was like, if I live, okay, so my house would be right here, and fuck, dude, sure enough, my entire old house was there, Mayo. Everything. The backyard was there. The garage in the back, like this little garage thing in the backyard, this little shed thing was there. It was all there. It was kind of insane seeing my old house video game. You know what I mean? It was really out of this world almost. It was like, holy fuck, that is really cool. You know, like,
did you get a good screenshot of it?
No, but I'm assuming like in some cities they actually go and like use whatever, I'm assuming it's whatever Google Maps has or whoever the fuck, you know, has the images. They must be using that or Google Earth or something, you know what I mean? They must be using those images or those cloud services or something. But my house was there, dude. So now I'm fucking really curious, and now I'm going to flight where I'm going to fly out of this little airport here in my town, or maybe the town next to me. And I'm going to fly over here to this town. I'm going to see if I see my house now. Because it was really cool, man. That shit was cool as fuck, Gunny. Seeing my old house. And
I bet.
All these, like, everything was there, dude. All, like, you could see the cars parked on the street. You know, like, it was just fucking cool seeing all them. Like, whoa, this is fucking insane. And, like,
you see your car parked in the driveway?
Yeah, right. If I find my house now, I might see my car parked in the driveway, or maybe my old car.
You know what I can see already happening, Gunny? He would see his car parked in the driveway, and then the next step would be like, I wonder how up to date this shit is. He'd be out in his front lawn with this VR headset on with a big long cable, and trying to see if he can see himself. He'd be like, "Is this live?"
Holding up a sign and shit.
Yeah, waving your arms like, "Hey, I'm down here!" Like you're looking for yourself.
That would be cool. That'd be cool if it was like, if it was refreshed.
Live.
It's using some satellite imagery, so you're getting live footage.
That's fucking sick. But yeah, man, that was actually really cool, man. Like so now I suggest most people that are, if you're playing it, I doubt that you could probably do that on the Xbox.
No,
I don't know what it is.
No, it doesn't give that much detail.
I don't think it gives that much detail.
And the
right?
PC is the only version where you can download maps or whatever it is.
You can actually download. Okay, so like, I'm actually like, I want to see what other shit I could find. You know, like, so I'm telling you, man, the Vegas Strip was there. All of it was there. All the signs and shit on the strip, all the banners and the fucking, you know, the signs that say like, oh, this show is here or whatever. You know, fucking Penn and Teller and fucking whatever. You know, these different shows and shit. They're all there. All the signs are there. So I'm assuming, like, I don't know. I'm assuming they're using Google Images or Google Earth or something. They got to be
probably Google
those.
Earth, right? That would make sense.
Yeah, they got to be tapping into those resources to get all these images. It's fucking wild, dude. It was all there, Gunny. It was kind of surreal, dude. It really was. I was kind of like, it made me smile too at the same time. I was like, man, this is really fucking cool. Like, who would have ever thought, like, you know, that you could do this one day, you know? Like, fly around and see, like, a city you used to live in, you know, and everything's fucking, you know, like, it's kind of weird.
That's awesome, yeah.
That's really cool. But yeah, besides that, I played another game on On the PC, Mayo. Oh, I played 12 minutes. Now I see Gunny has this on his list as well, so we kind of have a little discussion here, Gunny. So
I don't want to spoil anything.
Well, it's all right, for the people out there that don't know what this is. It's a time loop game. So you are a guy who's coming or something, and you live in like Portland, Oregon, when tiny ass apartment. I don't know if it's Portland really, but it looks like a fucking tiny apartment from Portland. And you pretty much come home and you see your wife or whatever. I think she's your girl. Or maybe your wife. I think she's your wife.
I think the description said your wife.
Yeah, wife.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she talks to you. Tells you that dinner, she made your favorite dessert or something, or your favorite food or something. And then she has a surprise for you. So you sit down, you have lunch with her, and then some dude knocks on the door. He says it's the police.
Who looks like Agent 47.
He totally doesn't.
Doesn't he though? Right?
Fucking Agent 47.
It's like, why the fuck is Agent 47 showing up at my house?
Yeah, you're not a cop, motherfucker. I know who you are. You're fucking Agent 47, you son of a bitch. Fuck, he's here to kill me. Oh, man. Anyways, you do end up dying for some reason or another, and then the time loop begins again, and you start at the door of your apartment, or if you just have walked in. And now, Gunny, I don't know how far you've got, dude, but I've gotten pretty far in this.
Okay. So I'm playing on Xbox, using a controller, and I think I've put probably 7 hours. I've got to be very, very near to the end. I will say this without spoiling the game.
What have you found out about your wife?
That she is not a killer. That it wasn't her. I'll say that. Well, that's okay. That's what I told the protagonist, right? And then the last ending before we started recording the show was that he believed me. I'll say that. And then I was like, oh man, this is great. I'm finished with the game. I got an ending yesterday, Jesus, that where I thought, oh, okay, that's just one ending of the game, I guess. Again, I've been avoiding spoilers like you wouldn't believe. I haven't watched any videos.
You got past the watch.
Yeah, I'm all past that. Yeah, I've got to be at the very end. I think maybe I got to do things a little faster. I don't know, because I thought I had completed it minutes before recording this show.
But no, let me give you some tips. There is some things you can do to speed up time if you want to skip some shit. One, you can lay in the bed and sleep for a little bit. Time will go by faster if you sleep. Also, if you hide in the closet, you can hide in the closet or whatever. If you hide in the closet, time also speeds up. It'll run faster. Time runs faster when you're in the closet and when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Tips, Gunny.
Right. Got it. Yeah, right. Yeah, I get those.
Game is really cool though. I like the voice acting is okay. It's well done. At first I was like, what the fuck's going on here? This is kind of weird. And then you start finding out a little more and more shit about your wife and things going on, and she kind of tells you the story of what happened, and you're like, oh fuck, do you believe her? Yes, no, I don't believe you. Yes, I believe. And then I've gone as far. I got the watch somehow, and I was able to knock the dude out when he walked in. He knocked himself out doing something in the.
Yeah, I've done that fucking 30, 20 times now.
And now, one time I watched him kill my wife. She was just shot her, and I don't know what he did. He took something from her pockets or something, fucking walked out. Just bye.
I got that one too.
Out. I was able to stab him once, but he killed me.
He does it every time, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
I think you can't. Can you kill him?
Yes, you can. And I've also killed my wife. I was like, fuck it, why don't I just kill her? And fucking, she's on the ground. She's fucking dead. She's bleeding, right? And then you can call 911. I'm like, let me just call 911, right? Which I don't think it helps any time in the game, because they always say every time we'll be there in 15 minutes. Well, the game is only 12 fucking minutes long, so it doesn't matter. And then you're like, but there were, okay, I'll say this, guys. When I did that, and when I did the other one, Jesus, like you said, where, so this is not so much of a spoiler. It's not a spoiler so much because, well, I'll say this, like 2 times yesterday, it was like, whoa, moments for me. Stabbing my wife and then other things happening. I was like, holy fuck, like this game got me, man, a couple times. It's that good.
It was really cool. Like, yeah, some of the stuff I really liked. Kind of like, wow, it's kind of crazy, but yeah, I look forward to playing more of it. Now, I tried, when I first launched it, I tried it with the controller. I was like, this is not a controller game. This is totally point and click with the mouse. It's so much easier. I'm assuming with the controller, you still have to point, right? You still point at stuff and you press A to walk over there.
Yeah, because whatever. With the controller, I noticed you can. It's a little like, let's say you're in the closet. You can let's say you want to go into the bedroom, right? So without like clicking outside of the closet first, like an old school fucking adventure game here or something, but you could, with a controller using the left stick. I've noticed. I just kind of came across that. I was like, oh, I can actually go there. But I think they only will go up there and open the door. But so there is like little shortcuts like that, like that will allow you. But it's not something I still prefer to do. I will still go out, and then I'm outside the closet again, and then I'll, click on door, go to door, whatever, or go inside. I'm still kind of doing it that way, depending on what I want to do in the game. It's doable. It works.
I like the game, but like I said, for some people, this might be like you got to really sit there and kind of wrap your head around. Okay, if I do this, if I do that, this happens. Okay, then you're like, okay, maybe I'm gonna try this, and this next time. And then you die, then you try the next. Okay, I'm gonna try this, and then nope, you still fucking die. Okay, and then you try this, and this. You still died, and then like you sit there and you will try. This game literally will drive you crazy. You will try like fucking and like one little thing you did differently, and then like, oh, now hold. And you're like, whoa, what the fuck did I do differently that time? And you sit there thinking, okay, what did I do differently? Okay, I did this differently. Now, okay. So you got to sit there and remember everything you've done differently, try to make sure you repeat it. But yeah, it's a cool game.
It is. And like I said, it's a, what I don't want to say trial by error, but trial by failure, right? As you keep going through and then you say, right, because you might come in and then you're like, fuck, God damn it, I died. Okay, so I learned some new things this time. So now I'll go in and I'll do something going down that same path, and then I'll learn something even more, right? Yeah. Like, oh, that's where the watch is. Okay. But I had to go through these failures each time, to the time loop, and it's fucking Groundhog Day, boom, and you walk through the door again. And you're like, okay. So immediately, I'm going in the closet. I'm grabbing the phone. I'm heading for the sink. I'm grabbing the knife, like you just... I don't know if they're probably some Mayo, I haven't figured it out yet.
Mayo, have you played this?
No, I have not.
Are you interested in playing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched the trailer for it the first time right before the show when I was kind of getting ready and you two weren't on yet, and I was kind of looking at some stuff, and I was looking at my Game Pass app on the PC, and I saw it on there. And I remember hearing it mentioned from Gunny and somebody else, I think, in Discord. So I clicked on the trailer. So, yeah, it looked interesting. Nice. I like those kind of games, actually.
Yeah, same here. They're really cool. Puzzle games.
Yeah, I don't know. I was really... The only thing I do not like about this game, and some people might get mad, but I'm going to say I give this game an 8 out of 10. You know why I dock it 2 points? Maybe is it Daisy Ridler, who's the voice actress? Is that her name?
Daisy Ridley?
Ridley? Is that how you say it? I haven't. She's from Star Wars, right? Anyway, terrible voice acting, by the way. I do not like her.
Let me tell you the cast right now, Gunny. Let me tell you
I don't like her.
Daisy Ridley. Why don't you like her? What's wrong with her?
Okay, so Jesus, you played the game. I don't like this. It's very monotone, and she just talks like this the whole time. I don't know. I don't like that. If I feel like there's no emotion there.
She's a fucking Jedi, bro. What the fuck?
Okay, if she's a Jedi, why doesn't she talk with some emotion? Everything is fucking monotone in this game. It almost, I wouldn't say it ruins the game for me, but it's super monotone.
You know what it is? Jesus, it's those them hobo Razer headset that he's using. He's got the old headset.
No.
Fucking
hey, let me back up.
Go get Kyle's good headset that you just got.
Go get a good headset. Get Dolby Atmos.
I know, right? So I've got the TV. I've got this OLED. It's a few years old now, right? And it's got like the speakers built in. So I thought, oh, it's probably the TV. And it is. It's horrible on TV, by the way. It doesn't have the best sound quality for this expensive TV. So, you know what I did? I did hook up my Razer headphones because I want to give it a fair shot to say, maybe it's the fucking TV and not, so here I am with headphones. I've got them on as loud as possible. So she doesn't mumble as much, by the way. I can hear her clearly, but it's still just everything is one note and nothing. She just says, oh, I'm so glad I can get this off my chest and tell you everything. I'm not a murderer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, awful. Just awful.
Let me tell you. So, okay, so James McAvoy is the main character. There's a character you play as the husband. Daisy Ridley is the wife. William Dafoe is the father. Dafoe. That's a pretty big name for a video game. Like,
it is. I was just thinking that.
Yeah, William Dafoe, great actor.
How much is this game to buy?
24, because Kyle watched me play this the last 2 days. This is how Game Pass probably works, or probably why it's successful. He's like, you need to buy me this game on Steam right now. He hates Xbox, by the way.
Why did you just buy him Game Pass?
He doesn't like Game Pass or Xbox. Piss on Xbox.
Oh, he's too good for it.
He's too good for it. He's got, right? Did you see the headphones I got for his PC and everything's Razer and everything's RGB? He should be on this show. It would be the PC Horrible Gamer show if it was.
Listen.
I'll probably buy him the game on Steam. He liked it so much.
What the fuck? You're the one that should have that new computer. Give him your old shit.
Yeah.
The hell?
That's the plan. That's the plan, right? Yes.
That's not the plan. The plan is he's getting all the new shit. You're getting all the old shit.
Gunny's the only person on the planet that gets the hand-me-downs from his kid.
Yeah, Gunny, you're getting some hobo headsets that can't even hear Daisy Ridley. Listen, man, I got these Sennheisers. I hear her just fine. I don't know. You're over there. Maybe you're going deaf, Gunny. Is that what? Maybe it's your age.
No. Should I use my earbuds too? Because I thought I was fair in going from the TV. She sounded fucking terrible. And now I put on headphones, and she still sounds half as terrible.
8 out of 10, Mayo. Master Chief's voice is too shitty on my TV. I don't like him. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, is it just me, guys? Whoever's listening, let me know. Is it just me, or is Daisy Ridley? Not a great voice actress.
Wow.
But amazing game. I'm really enjoying it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play it again. I probably won't play it again tonight. I'm hoping to get, I don't know how many endings are in this game. Again, I've avoided everything,
let's look at, I'm going to Google it real quick just to tell you. 12 minutes.
It didn't dawn on me until this morning when Kyle, Gunny Jr. said, oh, so you got that other ending. Did you get a different ending? I was like, what? I didn't realize. Was that even an ending? Gunny. Fucking A, I guess it was an ending. I didn't think about it.
There's 6 endings.
Okay, I think I got 2. But no credits roll. So maybe I'm trying to dance around it and see if, have I finished this game twice? Is that what you're telling me, Jesus? Interesting. I want to get the other 4. That's how much I like this game.
The median time to beat right now is 5 hours for all play styles. The main story is 4.5.
Yeah. I've played at least 5 hours of this game. 6. I've gotten 2 different endings. I guess what I would call endings or successful endings.
Anyways, what else did I play? I played something else this week. What the fuck else did I? It was just in my head, and I just forgot it. Good job. It was like Humankind.
Yeah. That's on Xbox.
I asked about this game actually the other day. We were talking about it, and when we were in voice together, and I was going to tell you that was on Game Pass.
That's a Jesus ass game. I'll tell you that right now.
I had a feeling it was. It looked a lot like Civilization.
It's a lot like Civilization. So
it's the same group, right?
Pretty much. A lot of people left Sid Meier, just went and made their own fucking studio, and that seems to happen a lot, doesn't it? People leave the studios they work at and then go make another studio and just make the same fucking game but with a different name.
Turtle Rock
happens a lot. Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
Respawn. Who else? Who else? Fucking these assholes. Who the fuck made Humankind? Anyways, they're not assholes. You know what I mean. Anyways, Humankind is actually really cool, man. So you start off as a tribe. They're called a tribe, and you start off and you're gathering like these knowledge points the more you go around the map, and you build your first settlement. Your first settlement increases in size and shit, and then you send like more around the map to gather more intel. And the more intelligence you gather about different shit like forests and rivers and seas and like maybe some of that stuff will like unlock a technology for your civilization or your empire. They call it empire. So say you may unlock like husband. Now take care of animals and like fucking have goats and horses and shit and take care of animals and herd them and all this stuff. Or you may learn how to do wood crafting or tools or whatever. Like it's pretty much the same. The tech tree reminds me a lot of Civilization, where it's writing, alphabet, pottery, religion, blah blah blah, all these different. And you build cities, and then you can upgrade your city. Then you can build more settlements and expand your empire. Now, what's really cool about this game, it kind of like once you build your first city, it'll tell you to pick like a. Your empire needs to pick a kind of like something that is based off of, you know what I mean, like a belief that they're going to follow, like something that they're going to kind of adhere to or whatever, like some kind of belief. So a lot of it, like the choices you have from the beginning are like expansionist. So like your empire believes in expansion, and and like you get bonuses for like the more cities you have, the more whatever your shit produces more of this or whatever, and then you can expand and you can take over cities, or you can have like a militaristic empire where your empire believes in serving the empire and the good of the people and all that shit, or you can have like an engineering empire that believes a lot in technology and or a fucking whatever, science or different types of shit, culture, whatever, and so you pick one of those, and then was kind of interesting is that later on in the game, the more then you get to pick another one, and you kind of mix these together, like you're mixing different that are already in real life, and you're kind of mixing them together. So you're mixing like whatever belief from the Middle East with the belief from the West, and you kind of mix them together, and then it kind of your empire keeps growing and evolving. What your beliefs and what you're setting up. So I haven't gotten really far into the game, but what I played so far is pretty cool. And I haven't really met any other. I don't know how big these maps are, but I'm assuming they have to be pretty big, right? I don't know. How much have you played, Gunny?
No, I downloaded it, but I haven't played. I watched some streams on it, but I was wondering about the fame. Was that also from a Civilization style type games, like how you earn fame, or is that kind of a later?
Yeah. Fame, so that kind of you earn it just by playing the game. Like you can either earn extra fame by killing other things, like going to battle with things, like like a bear or a fucking tiger or like another army or like barbarians or whatever. You earn fame for that. You also earn fame for like how big your empire becomes. Like to say the more big your empire gets, the more influence and the more fame it can expand around the world, right? Because more people hear about it, more people visit your lands, and they could go back to their land and tell their people, we discovered this fucking empire that's super advanced, or they're super behind us or something, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like that, you know?
I do like this this game. I do want to try it. I've never been huge into the Civilization games except for, was it RE4 that we had back on Xbox 360 that you kept recommending all the time? This is going back like 8-9 years ago. I was like, oh, I'll play this game, this Jesus game. You know, this is way back before we even started streaming. But no, but I was watching the streams. I was like, holy crap! Like the detail on it. It's almost like, hey, like it really matters. You know, on your, you know, the what you've created. You know, like it doesn't feel like, oh, I just purchased this and I bought that, and you know, this is who's king. Boom! Like you're not just, you know, it doesn't feel like you're just clicking on things. Like you're creating it. Like you were saying, fishing and crafting and cooking and all these things that, you know, you're learning. I was like, man, what fucking detail this game's got.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like they took a like Civ and kind of just made it a little bit more refined, but at the same time added a little bit of things that people wanted in Civ. So there's that. I mean, the game's kind of cool, and I'm glad that it's on Game Pass. Otherwise, I would have had to pay for it, right? And I think it's only available on the Epic Store, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I saw it somewhere. And I
believe this is.
I think I saw it on Steam
for a year.
And that got recommended to you earlier this week when I was talking to you, and I thought I saw it on Steam because I don't go to the Epic Store very often. Well, it's called Humankind, right?
Yeah, I saw the pre-order.
Yeah,
on
it's on Steam.
Okay.
$50. Yeah, I'm glad it's on Game Pass. You know, save me $50.
That was a surprise. I didn't even know that was coming to Game Pass PC. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and it's also available on Stadia.
Oh, wow.
That's so weird.
That thing's still alive?
It's not even on consoles, but it's available on Stadia. That's weird, right? Well, I guess on the PC, right, it would be available.
Yeah, those are not exactly console games.
They're on a laptop.
I mean, they could be ported later. They will be ported later, no doubt about it. Maybe not Game Pass, but just it'll be on console eventually.
Yeah.
The priority is PC for the PC players.
Anyways, the game is cool. Anyway, I'm done. 3 hours later. Go ahead, guys.
Go ahead, Mayo.
Oh, okay.
What you been playing?
So, Jesus, I'm kind of like you've been talking to off and on. Like, I've been in this drought. Like, I just can never find anything to play. It feels like, I don't know if it's because I'm working a lot or what, because I am putting in some back-to-back 70-hour weeks. But, you know, I come home and I just do not feel like playing stuff. Like, I'll look at different games. I'm like, that seems okay. And then I don't play it. Or I'll turn something on and I just don't get into it. But, there's a couple of games I was kind of eyeballing, and I ended up getting gifted. I was talking to a friend at work about it, and he sent me a gift copy of it on Steam, and that's Tribes of Midgar. So I started playing that, and it's pretty fun. You know, it's kind of the thing that got my attention right off the rip when I watched a friend streaming it was the art style. So it kind of has this Breath of Wild art style, I would say. It's kind of like that hand-drawn cartoon 3D looking world, but it's an isometric view, so it's kind of like top down in an angle, and it's just a really clean art style. The other kind of cool thing that kind of caught my attention was the game is procedurally generated. Like each game, then the map is different, I believe, from what I have read. So each playthrough is a little different, and the core mechanics, like I think this is kind of a game you like, Gunny. It's like a crafting survival, kind of like 7 Days to Die, except for it's a different kind of view. Instead of us having like a first-person view and you're out crafting and you're fighting all these zombies, this is more of like a Norse mythology thing. So you're like, it's talking about a lot of Valhalla and that kind of stuff, and it just plays off that era. But you have to protect this tree of souls. It's in the center of your town, and every night you'll get attacked by these monsters will spawn, and you have to go back in and you have to fight off the monsters. When you do, they drop these souls, and you can put these souls back into this tree, and daylight comes and you can go out and you gotta craft. Like, you go out, find resources, you can find or you build a pickaxe, and then you go out and you go find the different ores, and you're gonna make a sword. And then after you make a sword, you can make a better sword and start upgrading, and you get different I guess there's different character classes too down the road, but right now I just have the one class, and you get like a special ability. So when you land so many attacks, you get like a special ability, and when you get new swords, they had different special abilities on top of that. But you'll fight off waves and waves at night, and then eventually like these giants will come in, and the giant will come in, and they're a lot harder to kill. It's kind of like a boss, and you are basically got to try to prevent him from taking down your little souls tree in your town. You can also use your crafting materials to build on your base, so you can add to it. You can add to like almost like walls and structures to make it harder for them to get in. You can also build like ramps. The game is, like I said, it's top down, and you have uneven ground. You can actually build ramps to make it like level, so you can traverse across there. You can build bridges and stuff to get across like big openings, and it just you can play this game as a group, so you can play with up to 10 players online, or you can do like the solo mode, and it just it's that regular crafting survival kind of game, but it's kind of neat how you can play with 10. My friend that I was watching stream it, they kind of called it like a Souls like crafting survival game. They say it gets really, really hard. Like, the more days you get into the game, trying to fend them all off, it gets difficult, and it may change like the bigger the group you have. If you play online with a group of 9 other people, it probably throws a lot of enemies at you, I can imagine, because you got other people helping you. I'm not sure about the single player. Like, so far I've been able to hold them off, but I'm pretty early in the game. But it just, I don't know. The biggest draw to me was the art style, and I'm enjoying what I've played so far. And my buddy at my work, him and I are gonna get together and play some probably this week. But
the Tribes of Midgar.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, I was I saw a matter of fact some guys at work at a customer location. They had brought it up like probably 3 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, is that a new game? He's like, yeah, there's always something new on Steam. And then, boom, sure enough, I came home and I was watching, I put it on my wish list. I was watching streams of it. And I was like, not bad. Like, it does look good. He goes, yeah, there was like 5 of us, and it was kind of cool to play with like 5 other people from work, like all in chat, and we stayed up all night playing this game.
Mm-hmm. I think it came out the end of July. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right, because he said it just came out.
This game is on PS4, PS5, and on PC, I believe. I don't think it's on the Hobo Xbox, but
no, I would have saw it. I would have seen that on there, and that would probably be like, I'm just thinking like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is gonna be a Game Pass game, like definitely in that vein. But yeah, I'm waiting for that to either go on sale or more people to pick that game up.
Yeah,
I'll play it.
This game is I'll buy it. Well, I was gifted to me on Steam. It is $19.99 on the PC machine. I'm not sure how much it is on PS5. No, I don't know.
Probably 40. Probably 39. Yeah.
I didn't look it up, but it does have controller support, Gunny, for Steam, so you can use your Xbox controller while playing the PC version. And it seemed pretty controller friendly, probably because the game is on PS5 as well. So even though it's like a top-down view, it seems really controller friendly. And you can get through all the menus pretty easy and stuff too. Because I know, sometimes you'll have some games that you can't get the menus very well. It'll be like, it has controller support on PC, but not all the menus work right or very well, but this seemed to work pretty well. Even though it's designed for the PS5 controller, I'm kind of not used to seeing that on the PC side of things. Usually, when you go to the controller settings, it will show like an Xbox controller. Yeah. And this shows the PS5 controller, which I thought was kind of unique. But
maybe it's timed exclusive. I didn't hear about. I mean, obviously it's not on Xbox, so it might be a timed exclusive thing.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe. Hopefully.
Right? They didn't give them. So they got the dev kit, not Xbox. That would be why you see that picture of a PS5 controller.
Besides Trials of Midgard, I also played a little bit. I'm trying to remember the name of this game. I have to look at it now. It was that shooter. It's like Doom on Game Pass. Was it Proteus?
Yeah.
It's how's it spelled? Prodeus. So,
yeah, another game I got installed, not played yet.
I played this on the PC Game Pass, and this is that one that's kind of like Doom, kind of like old Doom. The graphic style is very 16-bit, and it kind of changes like. It's kind of hard to explain, the art style. Did you play this, Gunny?
No, but I watched a stream of it before I knew it was on Game Pass, and what am I thinking? Maybe more 64-bit? Would you say?
Yeah, it could be 64-bit.
From what I remember, it almost reminds me of like, oh, this is like some kind of arcade game that would have came out on Xbox 360. Is what the feeling I was getting.
Mm-hmm. Super smooth. I mean, obviously, because that art style makes it easy to run. And, it was okay. I mean, I still think I prefer Doom over it. Especially since
definitely a generic Doom, I would say that.
And since they're both on Game Pass, I mean, myself, I would just play Doom Eternal. And is that now a negative about Game Pass? Not a negative, but so when you have two games like that on Game Pass that are very close to each other,
right?
I wonder if that hurts or helps. Because you may play Doom Eternal and really enjoy it, and be like, okay, I want to check this game out. And see how it plays, and maybe you're more willing to check something like that out, or vice versa. But I don't know if they would, or they compete against each other on Game Pass, and everybody just plays Doom.
I think it just some of the things like, it's almost like that. Whatever the effect is, right? Like, so if somebody's playing Proteus and more people are playing Proteus, and then eventually a streamer picks up Proteus, you know what I mean? So they can all just bash on it, right, and say, oh, but still, like, as long as the streamers are playing it, you know what I mean? It doesn't, even if it's for a week or two, they're still selling thousands of copies, right? Mm-hmm. Or thousands of copies are being bought because of the streamers and its popularity. It'll never be Doom, right? But it'll be just like Doom or similar to Doom, yeah.
Maybe more of a nod to, like, the old school Doom, like Doom 64. The people that have that desire to play that.
Right, like the people will actually probably go purchase the Steam version of this, That's their whole goal, right? To get eyeballs on this thing.
And the other game I played, Jesus did hop on with me in voice and chat one night. Played a little more Dungeon Defenders with my son yet. That good old tower defense game I've talked about the last couple weeks. Again, this is like a 2011 game. Still a lot of fun. Still holds up pretty well. We're doing some higher level maps that now he kept playing a lot. Like while I've been working this week, he kept asking me to play, and I'm like, oh, I ain't got time tonight. Then one night I had time to sit down and play. He's like, Dad, I've been playing a lot, and I jump on always like every character he has is like level 80 and up, and so my character's like level 12. So yeah, he put some hours in, and he's beat the campaign a couple times and tried to beat some of the bonus content and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, we had some good times playing that, because you can play 4-player co-op on that one, and just that tower defense, you get to go in there and fight with your towers. A lot of fun. I'm assuming this game was Xbox 360 game? I think it was. Yeah,
because I came into it late. I think I purchased the game even later, and still never gained traction with me, even though I really like the concept. You know me, and I do like my tower defense games.
Yeah. And that game still has shops, and it had like, evidently at some point in time from when I had played it last and I re-picked it up again and started playing it again, They had some kind of update at some point in time. Your main tavern, they added like a whole another floor to it, and there's all this other stuff up there, and they added like these extra achievements that you can do. So they, at some point in time, this game has actually had some kind of update, even though it came out, way back in 2011. I quit playing this game a couple years ago, so I'm curious actually when that update came out, and it's kind of neat that they actually continue to support that game because they have a third one out already. And that one did not do very well. Like the second one they had was more of a money grab, and then they came out with a third one and kind of bring back the magic of the original. And I don't think it's as popular nearly as the original was. But
no, isn't it funny how somebody said I don't, and this is something I'm not even sure. They said didn't they make a Left 4 Dead 3? Or I don't know what that what I didn't know that, but 2 still has a player base to this day. I'm like, wait, they made a Left 4 Dead 3? I don't even know what they're talking about. But no, I still thought, wow, thousands of people are still playing Left 4 Dead 2, or Castle Crasher. You know what I mean? It's like these games just, I don't think you can recreate some of the magic for these. It's hard to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at their Steam page and see. It did show there's like a Redux update that came out in July, but I'm not sure what all is in that without having to go through it. But
does it have a modding community as well? Or
yes, there is actually a Steam modded community where you can play custom maps and all that kind of stuff too.
See, this is a game, Mayo. You can't send this to me because I'll it'll just hook me in and I'll end up talking about it for the next 3 weeks and not play anything else, Be like, oh my god, all my characters are 50 plus, I don't
know how many times I've bought this game. I think like eight times for different people. Wow. So, but it's a lot of fun. I recommend it. And that's pretty much it. I'm excited. One game that's got me excited is Psychonauts 2 coming out tomorrow. So hopefully that will get me back into gaming. Oh, yeah. I kind of feel like a good platformer on the couch for some reason. So maybe that'll get me back into gaming a little bit here. I got so much going on at home anyways, but something like that might be just something I can just pick up and play. Kind of that Mario kind of game, you just pick it up and play it for a little bit. You can put it down. So hopefully.
Yeah, I like how is it the PC or the... Yeah, I'm looking at the PC app, and I like how there's a timer on it. Let me just click on it here. 21 hours left. I like that at the bottom.
Yeah, it's available 8 o'clock for me tomorrow night.
Yeah, cool.
So I'll definitely looking forward to playing that. Did you guys play the first one?
No, I played the first 7 minutes, and then I was like, I'm not gonna play this game. It looks old as shit.
Yeah, it is pretty old.
Too old for me, so I'm not gonna play it.
It's been around for a minute, but I like the concept where you're kind of in the mind of these other people, and you're playing. Each world is like their mind and their reality. They can get kind of crazy with it. And it's very psychedelic. So it should look really nice on my OLED. That's why I'm kind of curious about playing it on the living room.
Yeah.
So that's it for me. What about you, Gunny?
Let's see. What else did I play besides a lot of 12 minutes? Yeah, and wow, man, just to kind of finish that up was I thought I would only play this game for 12 minutes, but I can't believe I actually put over 6 hours in this game. It sucked me right in, except for Daisy Riddler. She sucks. Let's see, I played, did I talk about Diablo 3 last week, or did I play with Johnny Don't this weekend? No, I think we played Saturday.
Yeah, I can't remember if you talked about it in the show or not. I listened to the show, but I don't remember if that was either that or the Discord.
Yeah, but it was briefly. I have played it for the last couple weeks, couple weekends, Diablo 3, and I talked about the Necromancer, right? And how
you did mention in the show
really
last week.
Don't like that character, it's just not. I'm going to get it to level 70, right, for the achievement, but but it's not going to be a fun ride. I don't think. It depends on what my abilities I keep unlocking or will continue to unlock, because each time you go up a level or a couple levels, you unlock more abilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll just kind of see how that goes.
Have you played this on the console, right? Because I remember you mentioned last week on the show.
Yeah, on Xbox. Sorry.
You need to play this on PC, Gunny.
Yeah.
I know. I watched the videos when I first got this PC, and I was like, "What's it like on PC?" Right? And they had the oh man, like these guys were decked out with. Well, okay, so you could still get like some of the same. I'll call it color coded, armor and weapons and stuff. Like an all green, fucking Captain fucking Hook, fucking. Like armor or whatever. That's not the name, but it's like Captain something. And there's different ones that you can, create. And if you really want to go into detail, but man, definitely on the PC side where they were going into these like almost like custom dungeons, and it was like
that's what
that was nuts.
Diablo experience was. So I never really played much of 1 and 2, and I went straight to 3 with some friends. And they're like, no, this is how you play Diablo. And I thought you just play Diablo for the campaign, this and that. They're like, no, this is how you do it. So what they do, you basically power level a character to level 70 in about an hour or two, right? You get a high level guy to go in there and puts a difficulty up really high. And once you hit 70, you start getting to the in game content, and there's all this stuff you can do. And you have these, it's been a while for me now. I can't remember what the dungeons are called. So there's different tiers of difficulty. I want to say...
there's the rifts, right? Is that the same thing?
Yeah. And so you run custom difficulty, and the fun in it is to see how high you can get. Like it just keeps going and going and going. It's like you're tier 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You start getting up to tier 50 on difficulty, and then just the enemies have tons of health and just tons of damage. And you guys see there's actual leaderboards. Like you can actually try to climb and see how far you can get into these leaderboards. And then it's all about getting the right gear drops and getting the right gear set, and you finding what the meta is, and you pair all these things together, and you go to this book and you re-enchant stuff, and you're continuing to try to build upon this character, and it's all within a certain time limit too. You play a season character, and you're on a time frame. Like you have so many months to go from 0 to your max level, and then see how high of a difficulty level you can get. And the last time I did it with my friends, I did a barbarian, and we each had our own class, and each class has its own leaderboard you can try to get into. And to see how high of I think they call it, maybe it's like you said, I think it's called a rift.
No, but I know what you're talking. No, I can't think of the name of it because I haven't played those in a long time, like probably a few years. But I still continue to periodically jump into somebody's game, but just playing the PvE stuff, like the story stuff, I've got several level 70 characters. I've got my barbarian's a 70 with a fucking paragon of 60, 70, a fucking 100, something like that. You know what I mean? So once you hit level 70, then you go up in paragons or something.
Yeah, they call them greater rifts. And basically,
greater rifts, yeah.
And they have a higher number, and you just keep going. I mean, it gets crazy hard, but you could find a guy that's really leveled, and they'll kind of help level you up to 70.
Yeah, what was it called where it's almost like the what's that difficulty, but the numbers just keep ticking up and up and up? Yeah, that thing, right? It just it's almost like, think of it like, okay, you got medium and insane or whatever, but then there's other levels within that, right? That you say, now I want insane number fucking 20, Yeah,
that's where the rift.
Wait, there's an insane fucking level 30 or whatever. Or, yeah.
Yeah, and they keep going with the rifts, so it gets harder and harder and harder, and you basically are on these nightmare difficulty modes, and it just...
Yeah, I like that. It's, that replayability, right? It's what keeps people
so they're called torment levels.
Torment levels. That's the one I was thinking of, don't go too high, I'm going to die.
Yeah, you have normal, hard, expert, master, then you got torment 1, and it goes all the way to, torment... This shows, 26?
Yes, right.
difficulty
So
level.
that's like hell,
And
insane
like that,
difficulty.
it's showing like the health percentages and stuff, but like extra gold bonus is like 7,000%, 17,000% extra XP bonuses for that difficulty level. And so, I mean, the benefits of running the higher rift, it gives you more money, it gives you more stuff, and it just gives you better drops and stuff too. So that you get the harder rifts you get going into, the better drops you start getting, and you start re-enchanting stuff, and you
Right.
there's cool things too. And I don't know if you ever tried dabbing in this. I think there's this one ring. If you destroy it, it opens like a little special map. You fight a character called Greed. And
No.
yeah, it's a special map, and it's full of money. And there's a character called Greed in the game, and he's like this big fat bad guy, and you kill him, and it's just full of money. And there's a special level like Whimsmere, I think it's called. It's like a rainbow unicorn world.
Yes, I've been to Whimsmere several times.
That's in there, and we would run that often. But even in this mode, you could have basically bounties. So you could go anywhere on the maps. Like you had almost like the whole campaign map, and you had to kill all the bosses like Diablo and Greed and all those. And when you killed all 12 bosses, you would collect the bounties, and that would give you stuff. Like you would have to do this all the time, and that was part of the grind and to get to these higher torment levels. You know, running these levels, and
yeah,
it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, there's a lot more to the game on the PC side when you start getting into this these torment levels and stuff.
You know, and I've noticed like they continue to support the game, obviously, on Xbox, but it's or on console itself, and they've got seasonal events and other things, but it's always going to be behind that, the PC as far as updates and stuff. But yeah. So speaking of that, I totally forgot. I played the Diablo 2 beta this weekend. Again, where did I play that? I played it here on Xbox using a controller. Okay, never playing like Diablo 2 or 1 or anything like that on any kind of PC back in the day. But I saw, a few little videos and some Twitch streamers, in the last several months leading up to this beta. And I can tell you, like, once I got my hands on it and playing a barbarian, I'm whatever, made it to fucking level 5 or whatever. I have not rescued Deckard Cain, but I know, like, he's like probably in, he reminds me of, he's definitely in the Diablo 2 and 3, always at the camp or whatever, but I'll say this, it's, I don't know, I'm not sure, I didn't know enough about this game as whether it's a remake or, is it just a remastered? Like, well, what is it? Is it, from what I understand, it's a remake, right? And then it's just they kind of left some of the same aesthetics in the game as far as like, it's basically the same game. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe so.
But either way, it's like, whoa, like, I'm, isometric view, whatever, just like maybe a Diablo 3, but not as pretty. It's very blocky and square where you'll be in the map where you're trying to like traverse to another area, and there'll be like a log or something, you can't obviously jump over the little log, right? It's an older PC game, right? That's the whole, I'm like, wait, what? Like, I'm not used to that, where the log looks like I could just step over it,
Mm-hmm.
or there's like a bush or a tree or a little patch of green stuff, like, why can't I walk on this, so it was like little things like that, but playing a barbarian, but it kept dropping a lot of, fucking bow and arrow bolts, I'm like, oh man, why does it keep, I understand it's a multiplayer beta, but you do get the choice to play the single player stuff. I think, no, Johnny Dalton, he didn't know he was going to download it, but we ended up playing Diablo 3 later. But anyway, back to Diablo 2, I didn't much care for this game. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up or not. Really don't. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like maybe I need to see higher levels. Does it get more exciting? Like maybe some better enemies. They're not looking so hot. I understand it's it's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure. It's like I said, I never played 2. I went straight to 3, and I knew it was a really popular game. And I'm like, I never played them, and my buddies at work were all like, "Oh, you got to play this game!" And there was like 4 or 5 of us that played it together, and we would get all online together at night and play for hours, and just trying to grind through it and try to do them by ourselves and see how far along get. Because the rifts, so basically, say you get to a greater lift torment level 24 or whatever, and then it goes by time, like how fast you can actually clear the level. And that's how you claim, everybody might make it to that same level, but then it rates you by time. So how fast you can clear that level. So you're trying to beat the level as fast as you possibly can and see where you place on them leaderboards.
yeah. But no, like Diablo 2, I mean, is that something you're interested in?
Yeah, I might check it out just because I enjoyed 3 so much and I never played 2.
Yeah.
I might give it a shot.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to level up. Maybe I need to give this. I understand it's a beta, and it works fine. By the way, it's Activision, right? It's like fuck, they're on the top of their game. They know what they're doing. So, yeah, it's not like I don't think I found any bugs per se. Like everything loaded properly and everything was the way it should have been. I think
Mm-hmm.
it just felt like, whoa, maybe a little too old school. I need to get used to this. But I played on AZ, I played on baby mode, and I had no problem killing enemies, by the way.
Baby mode, I'm sure.
So there was no need. There was no need to really change out a weapon, what was I just using a fucking hobo sword, and then I had like a bat with spikes in it, whatever they call it, And yeah, like I just use those 2 weapons. Come back, repair them, put some shit in my chest. Maybe, it was like, okay, I don't need to really buy anything new, or not like anything great was dropping. Maybe I need to up the difficulty, get my ass kicked. I'll get better loot.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I don't know. So it's almost like a wait and see, see how reviews go, and whether it's a must play for me. And playing with other people is going to make a difference too. So, but besides that, I played Train Simulator 2. That came out on Game Pass, so I was able to see that before it was actually even available or what have you. So, because I think I saw my buddy Major Nelson, Old Man Nelson, was on there. It's like Train Sim 2. So, not a big train sim guy. Again, playing with a controller. The first thing I noticed, Jesus, was, whoa, holy shit, that's how, choppy it is or whatever. And yeah, I know, I think I talked about this last week, and, PC version, so moving forward with that, a lot better with the frames. Holy cow. Like what a huge difference it was. So, I'm getting at least, 70 frames, unlocked or whatever, sometimes 80. So much better. I haven't figured out what the hell I'm supposed to do next. Like my train keeps running into the other train, so I probably need to switch tracks. Or I don't know, could be a glitch. I'm not sure. So, but on that, it's not a bad game.
No.
It feels like it's easy to control, like I know kind of pretty much what everything does. And again, like I said, it's almost like that automatic, like there's the brake, there's the other kind of brake, and here's like the transmission, right? You got neutral, reverse, and forward. Fucking pretty simple. Hit the bell, turn the lights on, let it rip, man. Yeah. But you always got some kind of almost like an AI character sitting to your left who just kind of sits there and stares at you, burns fucking eyeballs in the side of your head, You're the conductor. Go. Get on the London Underground, mate. If you want to go on there, you can do that too. I've just been doing the American stuff. The American trains. Just trying to get the hang of it. So, I don't know. I'll probably fire that up again this week. Maybe go watch a video or two, see where the fuck I'm supposed to go to get to the next track. There's like 1 million tracks on there. I won't keep running into the other trains. Again, I'll be playing that on PC Game Pass. Again, I'm just not digging the whole 30 frame thing. Let's see what else. A little Borderlands 3, a little more of that. So, just kind of get my character up in rank. I've already finished the game years ago, but I'm going to continue to play that shooter. That's my shooter of the week. But that's all I play, guys.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Move on now to news, because it's news time.
Breaking news.
Oh, breaking news, huh?
No, that's breaking news.
Why does it have to be breaking news? Pretty good.
Speaking of Battlefield and shooters, let's talk about Battlefield 2042. Battlefield 2042 is not even out yet, Mayo, but cheaters and hackers on the PC, fucking PC assholes, have already begun planning their way to ruin other players' experiences. So, there's a lot of hype surrounding Battlefield 2042, and as players now have much more information on the game, thanks to the showcase at EA Play Live this year, not only are players excited for the classic multiplayer, but the new Portal mode looks pretty cool, allowing players to customize their experiences to use content from DICE's previous games in the franchise. However, there are some more information regarding cheats being made for the highly anticipated Battlefield 2042 title. A website is now offering cheats and hacks for the DICE's upcoming Battlefield 2042. That's right, Gunny. That's right.
What's the website so I can go there and give them my PayPal information?
All right, Gunny, the website is called I Want Cheats.
Oh, that's already in my favorites.
He's already got that installed.
Top. He has it bookmarked on the top of his browser.
Already there. Beats to it.
Let me look it up. Let me go up there real quick. What's it called? I Want Cheats.
I'm not even going to type that in. Like it might get a virus.
IWantCheats.net. Wow, look at this website, dude. Our staff has over 25 years experience using cheats that will keep you safe while letting you win every single round, Mayo.
Oh, keep you safe while letting you win. Oh.
Amazing prices. Purchase recently priced programs. We don't charge hundreds of dollars for 30 days of access like other sites.
Oh, how nice of them.
Oh, I found it. It's the number one thing they have on their site here. Link to new tab.
I'll be that in Warzone, right?
Listen here. Battlefield 2042 hacks are coming soon. We will release the first ever Battlefield 2042 hacks for the PC when the beta drops. Oh, wow. They're going to release them during the beta.
Yeah, we didn't need the full release.
For everyone that pre-ordered the game. Our team also tells the console owners for the Xbox and PlayStation how to use a cheating device to help you come in first place every game, Gunny.
Nice.
Our Battlefield 2042 cheats will help you take out the enemy with any weapon, including assault, sniper, vehicles, etc. Our cheat features also include ESP to help you see the enemy at all times, and a triple secure anti-cheat measure to keep you undetected in your account ban-free, Mayo. It says here, I Want Cheats started making Battlefield cheats back when Battlefield 2142 hit the scene in 2006. So purchase products from the best developer in the world with the most experience. Might as well get an edge on your opponents before they do. Get Battlefield 2042 cheats today, Gunny.
He looks sold. Gunny looks sold over there. He's like,
yeah,
hell yeah.
I think he's typing information in right now.
I'm already there.
Well, Gunny, why is your wallet out? Why do you have your wallet out right now?
Got my card information ready. Got my pre-order going.
Wow.
I'll be wall hacking, wall banging in no time.
Let's see here.
Look at my KDO.
How does aimbot work? 1. Purchase the product from the store. 2. Start the cheat and then the game. Set up Battlefield 2042 aimbot to work with any keyboard or your mouse. Once in the match, you'll see the enemy with our advanced ESP. Press down the aimbot key and the hack will lock onto the enemies. Press fire and the enemy will die instantly, even on the other side of the map. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Let's see here. What else here? It says here, when Battlefield releases 7 huge maps, there's one. Each one of these maps will support 128 players. When you use our ESP, we will highlight each player with a box showing where they're at all times. So instead of having to camp and hide on every map, you can run around freely because you can see everyone. The ESP works by displaying red outlines if you cannot hit a player and a green outline once a player can be hit and killed. Wow. Wow.
This makes me not want to pre-order Battlefield, man. What the hell?
This totally makes me like not want to buy Battlefield. These assholes.
No, it's so. I think
they got a thing called a cheat radar, which shows the enemy on radar in red. Yeah, you can move your radar to any part of your screen. You can adjust the size of your radar. Yeah,
that's nuts. I think, but I think EA does have a good. I'm trying to think of what is their kind of their cheat thing that you have to install, anti-cheat or easy cheat or whatever the fuck it's called, right?
Yeah, anti-cheat.
yeah. So you figure that's part of like the origin on the PC, and then it's automatic on Xbox. Which, you know what? I think if you're on console, you're just a fool already if you're trying to use any kind of the anti-cheats, which you can purchase, by the way. But it's just easier for them to track you down because you can't be spoofing your Xbox Live account.
How much do they charge for people for these? I'm looking at the Warzone one right now. And it says here, we've updated Warzone to work with Season 5. Woo! It says here, we have the only undetected Warzone hacks in the world right now. Wow.
Yeah, and isn't that game a mess right now? Because didn't they not have an anti-cheat or some bullshit? Or
yeah, they didn't have one. Yeah.
Are they working on it? Like, isn't it coming like any moment?
It came out this week, I think.
Was it this weekend or week? Yeah, but yeah, I knew it was coming soon because it was just riddled with. I saw streamers just going, fuck this game, They went back to playing Battlefield 4 or something in Apex. Just playing other shit, but
wow.
Yeah, I would hope that EA has a better handle on it with their anti-cheat. I know they're not going to detect everybody and catch everybody. It's not going to happen. But I feel like a game is like supported long enough to.
Now they even hacked. What's that new game? That new game on Xbox, the Splitgate game.
Yeah.
Now there's hacks for that.
Gosh, yeah.
These guys have hacks for everything. Jesus Christ.
I need one for Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, they got Warzone, Black Ops.
Just give me a
War, CS:GO, Escape from Tarkov, PUBG, Apex Legends, Rainbow Six, GTA 5. How to cheat on consoles. Oh, let's click on here. Yes, you can use aim assist on console systems without having a jailbreak. Oh, they're the ones that sell that hardware.
Yeah, I think you put it on like USB sticks. You were able to do it on 360.
Yeah, these are the guys that sell that on Amazon. So they make that for the console, and then for the PC, they just sell hacks.
Yeah, what was it, like a mouse and a keyboard? What was it like that, right? It wasn't like mouse keyboard thing?
You use mouse and keyboard instead of controller.
On your Xbox, right? Yeah.
But it puts you in lobbies with controller people because it tells the console that you're using a controller.
Yeah.
Wow. It also like if you plug in the other one, you can also plug in a controller into it, and the little box actually has like cheats on it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
So you can turn on like aimbot. You can turn it on through the little box, and the controller now has like an aimbot on it. You know? That is nuts. These fuckers, I wonder, these guys have to be making a lot of money, dude. You know what I mean?
To come out with stuff like that and they keep doing it, yeah.
Like, they have to be making so much money to just have this like whole website, and it's just about cheating. No.
No big deal.
I mean,
it is a big deal when people want to go have fun playing
Right.
a game they feel is fair. Come on. But they're doing the whole pay-to-win system, I guess.
so these guys charge you for 30 days. They say here that you pay for 30 days, then you have access to whatever cheats you want from them that you bought for 30 days, and then that's it. Once the 30 days are up, you have to repay them for the next 30 days. Yeah.
That's, getting scammed to scam other people. Yeah, fuck.
Wow. Good job, Gunny. Good job bringing that article up. So get ready for some cheaters on the beta for Battlefield, guys. Yeah.
Right, I'll be ready to report them. All of them.
All of them, eh?
See if they do anything about it.
A new PS5 model has appeared in Australian stores, Mayo.
Well, maybe I'll find one there.
So, as last month was reported on the fact that the PS5 Digital Edition was set to get a slight upgrade, becoming 300 grams lighter, as well as include a new base stand screw that can be adjusted without using a screwdriver. Oddly enough, an upgrade was never mentioned for the PS5 Disc Edition, but this looks to have also been updated in a similar fashion. We can now confirm that all Australian PlayStation 5 stock that has landed in the country this week contains the new model number CFI-1102A. And so they're the first ones to receive the new model of this stock. But they're confirmed that the model does in fact include the new screwdriver or a new screw that is able to be adjusted by hand and does not require a quarter or a screwdriver. And it's pretty much that's it. To change the screw on the bottom. Oh wow. Oh.
Well, there's gotta be something different. I don't think that the screw is gonna make 300 grams difference. You know?
Well, I'm assuming the plastic they could be using could be lighter. They probably made the shell thinner. They could have made that thinner.
Yeah. Who knows? They didn't really say.
Could have made the internals a little bit thinner or lighter or something. Mm-hmm. Move on to some Epic Store greatness here. Okay. Last year, Gunny, when Epic was giving away Grand Theft Auto 5 in the game store, so many customers rushed to claim the freebie that it crashed the Epic Game Store servers. It was unclear how many claimed this popular title, since it had already sold 120 million copies on multiple platforms. However, thanks to this Epic Games versus Apple lawsuit, we now know how many users went and got a free copy of GTA 5. According to documents obtained by The Verge, more than 7 million users flooded the Epic Game Store to take advantage of this promotion. The game grab was bigger than any other that Epic Game Store has put out. The closest any other title even came was when Civilization 6 was given away and Subnautica. When Civ 6 was given away, they had 2.5 million people claim the game. Subnautica, they had nearly 1 million people when they were free. So pretty much GTA 5, like there's a graph here on this lawsuit.
That graph is crazy looking. It's
GTA 5 like spikes all the way to the top. It's insane.
Right. It goes past the whole chart. Like, if you even when you compare it to Civ 6, you would need 3 Civ 6. That's insane. Like,
you would need 3 of the Civ 6 to catch up to it. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, Subnautica's like way the hell down there, like, even when that was free back in way earlier in the year.
Also, this lawsuit revealed that Epic's monthly active users right now currently sits at about 58 million users, while Steam has about 120 million monthly active users. So, I mean, they're halfway there, Just gotta get 60 million more people, Mayo.
You just gotta double it up somehow.
Somehow, I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe they need to give away more free games. Better ones. Some more.
Well, what's better than I keep saying Rockstar? What's better than GTA 5, man? What's better?
They need to give more games like GTA 5 away.
Yeah.
If you can gain 7 million new accounts off of GTA 5 or 7 million people claiming that game, throw some other big ones out there.
Yeah, no doubt. They've got some deals in the works, I think. Whatever news articles I was reading about, which are probably some exclusives, timed exclusives. I'm going to call them timed exclusives. Probably set up with probably some large publishers.
Yeah, it says here that
not free though, but
apparently in December of this year or last year, so December 2020, the active users on Epic were about 56 million. So till now, they jumped up to 58 million. So they've gained 2 million new users in 7 months or whatever. But between December 2019 and December 2020, they gained 24 million users. So it seems like this year they're going to be way below expectations, like in terms of how many users are on their site or using the Epic Game Store. I mean, you went from 24 million one year to what? They're going to probably hit what? Maybe 3 million this year, maybe 4. That's insane. That's like way less people, you know what I mean, than last year. That's fucking nuts.
That probably takes into account too that we don't forget about, Fortnite's popularity, I would think. Right, and how often people are playing that game, and if there's some sort of revival or,
I don't know,
content.
Want some more news here. Uh-oh, this is bad news, man. Bad news, man. NVIDIA CEO says the GPU supply shortage will last for the majority of 2022. That we're not even there yet, man. We're not even in 2022. And he's saying the majority of 2022. Yeah, that's right. During the earning call, despite the supply shortages, the company still plans to meet its growth plans for the remainder of the fiscal year of 2022. It says here, NVIDIA says that they currently have enough supply to meet this year's quota, and they have already secured a long-term supply commitment to meet 2023's targets. But, yeah, that's fucking nuts.
you know what I was telling somebody today or yesterday that, I've been holding off on, some purchases. Just like, I got, a couple new mouses in the last year.
Yeah.
Nice mouse pads. I got these for Christmas, or was it my birthday? Kyle got these for my birthday. They're awesome, right? These are the glorious. Love them, right? With all the RGB, you name it, man. It's good stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But but I've been holding off on things like maybe nice speakers for my PC or.
You don't need speakers. You need headphones.
Yeah, I did take those old Pro Elite whatever. Remember, I got those way back when we started recording. I took that shit up to the house. Those are the big fucking monstrous headphones. Yeah, that went up to the old vacation house for the Xbox. But and I took a dongle up there too, so that way I can control it better. No, but things like my keyboard. I literally have this big, fucking box over here, this PC case that, still has the mini motherboard in it. You know what I mean? I just haven't. I've been telling Mayo like, oh yeah, I should upgrade all these things, but I thought, wait, I need a GPU first, But I think I'm being.
No.
I do. I need a GPU. Need one.
You need the other parts too, though. You need a CPU, a motherboard, some RAM.
Do you think I should get all those first? Just go ahead and grab those.
Well, no, it makes no sense.
Yeah, well, see.
I just say grab nothing.
Yeah, I would wait because if you bought all that stuff now, and maybe by the time you find a GPU, there's gonna be way newer, more modern stuff.
Yeah.
I know. So that's why maybe I didn't explain this. I have been waiting. I've been being patient until I do get would I even say getting a GPU at a reasonable price? Would that even sound right? Like, what's a reasonable price, right? A fucking hacker eBay one?
You're not gonna find them.
I know. So I'm like, here we go, middle of fucking 2022. You know, like I shouldn't even be bringing this up, but I was like, fuck. You know, it is
it's gonna be difficult to find them. I think that's the shitty part, man. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it depends. Like, I actually have a coworker who just got a 3080 last week.
Oh.
My Micro Center, actually, I'm looking right now. They do have some. They're just really expensive. Like, I'm seeing a lot of AMD. They have a lot of AMD ones yet. They have the 6700 XT. That's a new one through AMD for $909.
Ooh.
What's
the 6900 XT from AMD is $1,800 for the Hobo one.
So here's the thing, guys. Too is like, you know, so I have the house up there. I can do another setup. We have, matter of fact, I brought more stuff up there today for the gaming room, which includes the desk, by the way. I haven't even opened the box. Again, it was just like 2 weeks in a row I've taken furniture and gaming stuff up there. Something for a dual monitor setup. I think the wife bought that. Got TV fucking thing on the wall. What's that called? The mount? The mount. So, got that. I need to put the TV up and just stuff like that. I'm just thinking that, again, that'll probably be all for Gunny Jr. for right now. But I kind of lost my train of thought on that. But, it was the fact that, like, he's got a gaming budget, right? Because he's got that laptop. But it's like, he does have a new budget, but it's $2,000. I'm like, the wife just kind of threw that number out there. But it's like, wait a minute. I didn't want to tell her, like, a fucking GPU is going to cost you $900. Like, you only get, like, half, That's half your money right there. But yeah, it's almost like I would have to convince Gunny Jr. to get a pre-built. A pre-built PC.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much just the way to go right now because they're so hard to get. And, these pre-built manufacturers, they can get their hands on a bunch of them. They probably buy them in bulk, and then so they have access.
Yeah, see, I almost think it would be a good idea for him because, first of all, I don't want to build it, right? I don't have time to build it. I don't think I'm going to go to iBuy Power again. I might go to Origin or, somewhere and spend way more than $2,000, by the way. Get all the warranties and probably even get like whatever they can offer, even a 3060, like just something, because his laptop, it's at the very end. Who knows how long mine's going to last, But I'll take it to the very end if I have to. If I need to, right? I'll just be a console gamer. I don't care.
The one my coworker got's pretty sick too. It's an Asus Aorus, I think is how they call it. But it's got a digital display. It's like one of the higher end models. It has, and it shows them all the temperatures and the core clocks and everything on the side of the GPU. Like, mine just lights up and it says, 2080 Super, but this is a digital display and it shows the temperatures and all that kind of stuff.
I like those custom ones, right?
Yeah.
That they do. Those are kind of neat. I've seen those.
I think you got it right through Asus, maybe, or through ROG.
Yeah. I got the Asus ROG. For the 165 hertz monitor, which I love, by the way.
I love that brand.
Love this monitor.
It's such a good brand.
Yeah. I have no issues, guys. I love this monitor. Amazing.
Nice. Well, what else was I going to say? All right, moving to some more news here. Man, I was just looking at AMD stock. Fuck. Shouldn't have sold mine. I bought some last year, right? When it was like $42, literally. And now it's at $108.
Damn.
Wow.
God damn.
Double.
God damn. Yeah, literally doubled. They're saying that the next one that might double like that is going to be Intel because their new GPU coming out. On top of that, they just signed a contract with the Pentagon to make chips for the military. More specifically, they're going to make chips for the Pentagon, you know, because apparently hackers in China and shit keep hacking the U.S. They're trying to get chips made here in the U.S. You know what I mean, to use in our military headquarters. Oh, like the Pentagon. Yeah. You figure they use American-made shit. No, we use Chinese-made shit.
Yeah, we use that in the Pentagon.
And they know how to hack it. Yeah.
And then, you got Intel also getting ready to come out with the GPU lineup as well down the road here.
Yeah. Yeah, saying a few companies actually invested quite a bit in Intel today. Bought a lot of their stock. Oh, so keep an eye on them. Right now, their stock is like at $53 or something like that, or $63 or something. Yeah, that's right, Gunny. That's right. Fucking. Speaking of China,
get in on that 10 cent, Jesus. Get in on the 10 cent. Stock.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll buy some 10 cents.
Well, it's not even in it. Well, okay, there's not a news article about the increase, but you probably saw it this week.
10 cent stock. What is their stock at? Their stock is at 57.
I know they went up $6 billion last week.
Yeah.
Not stock price, but obviously in value.
Their stock right now is selling for $57.
Right, so then the next thing to go up is their price. Like, that'll go up soon.
Last year, their stock was selling for $100. It's dropped since.
Yeah, that was because of whatever China's doing. The Communist Party was doing some crazy shit, right? But don't fret though, right? That's what they say. Don't fret. Just keep your money in there.
Keep buying it. Yeah, okay. Buy high, sell higher.
Yep. That's it.
Google has discussed teaming up with Tencent to take over Epic Games. Whoa, let me read this again for I need Mayo's rap. And then Mayo's coming in. He's coming. We're taking his real time. Take your time, Mayo.
Yeah, what's he doing? What's he doing with some of the dog? What's going on over there?
Dog, petting the dog or something. I don't know.
He's got all the lights off now.
It's all dark. It's very ambient over there. Very mood lighting set.
We're waiting on you, Mayo.
Google discussed teaming up with Tencent to take over Epic Games. Wow, guys, you should have seen Mayo's reaction. Wow, Mayo.
Wow, no.
See, Google executives discussed approaching Chinese gaming giant Tencent about purchasing shares in Epic Games or potentially orchestrating a hostile takeover of this company. According to the court documents in the ongoing Epic versus Google antitrust case that are no longer redacted as per court order issued on Wednesday. It says here, quote, Google recognized that Epic might not accept the offer. As a potential alternative, a senior Google executive proposed that Google consider approaching Tencent, a company that owns a minority stake in Epic, to either A, buy Epic shares from Tencent to get more control over Epic, or B, join up with Tencent to buy 100% of Epic stock.
I can see that
take over the company.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that is insane. Google is fucking cutthroat, dude.
Yeah, they are, huh?
Motherfucker,
we're working in the background. Yeah.
Wow, it was really like that. Everyone thinking about Microsoft place. Google's over here orchestrating fucking hostile takeovers and shit.
Tim Sweeney would have no part of this, huh?
He's like, Tim Sweeney now Tim Sweeney sleeps in a bunker.
Yeah, in his the woods that he owns.
Yeah, in his fucking forest, he has a bunker now that he fucking sleeps in, and he has fucking guards shit.
But it's still
There's
on
probably
Google
like a Tim
Maps.
Sweeney-
Google Maps still
probably a-
has it. You know, they're going, we
Yeah.
see you.
Look out for the Google drones. Don't let them come in here.
Tim Sweeney's got a Tim Sweeney clone, right?
Yeah. It says here, this information was produced during discovery, and Epic initially included it in an amendment complaint back in July. However, portions of it were subject to be sealed by the court. Tencent, one of the largest game developers and publishers in the world, with stakes in countless companies, acquired a 40% stake in Epic back in 2012. The Epic CEO, Tim Sweeney, says he maintains control of the company. Other unredacted sections of Epic's complaint reveal more new details, including those from a meeting between Apple and Google that took place back in 2018 to discuss the increasing search revenue growth. Google pays Apple large amounts of money to make Google Search the default search engine on mobile Safari for the iPhone. Following this meeting, an Apple representative suggested to a Google senior member that the two companies should team up and, quote, work as if we are one company, end quote, to combat efforts like Epic's to undermine the mobile app store commission rates and restrictions against alternative app stores. Wow, so Apple's being cutthroat. They went to Google and said, you know what, we should both work together so that these assholes not bypass our fees. Wow. Wow, this is a lot of dirt here, Mayo.
It is.
This is the good stuff.
Getting Tim Cook involved in this now.
On another news, Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, says fuck PlayStation. Oh, well, it's not in the article, Gunny. Just kidding,
Wait,
Gunny.
I'm like scrolling back and forth. Wait, where'd you see this at?
It's like, what the fuck is he? Just kidding, Phil. Just kidding. You got a nice jacket, man. We know you're not out there doing that. Other now unsealed portions of the complaint deal with new information surrounding Google's so-called Project Hug. That's right. This is called Project Hug. Project by Google. Brought to you by Google. This initiative designed to sway top Android app makers and game developers to not leave the Play Store using kickbacks, commission reductions, and other financial incentives. Google calculated that it risked losing up to $6 billion in revenue if more developers followed Epic in leaving the Play Store. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. They were like, you know what? These guys, we need to help these other guys so they don't leave the store either, Mayo. And they don't make us look bad. And there's not this whole like group of companies leaving us because we charge them fees. So you know what they did? Google spent hundreds of millions of dollars on around 20 deals with top companies, including, I want you to guess who, Mayo. Don't read the article. Who, Mayo? First company that comes to mind. Who are the biggest assholes in the world right now that everyone hates?
Activision?
Yeah. Including Activision Blizzard to keep them from following in Fortnite's footsteps, the complaint detailed. Up until now, Google's intention to try and purchase Epic Games and other details about its efforts to combat competition first became known only in a broad sense because the court documents containing that information that were first made public earlier this month were still partially redacted. But Judge James Donato, shout out to Judge James Donato, who is now presiding over the Epic antitrust lawsuit against Google, denied Google's attempts to keep the documents sealed in an order issued the other day on Wednesday. It says, quote, on occasion, there may be a good reason to limit the public access that law and long tradition demand. Court filings that expose a person's sensitive medical information, for example, or a business's trade secrets, or candidates for sealing, the judge wrote. No similarly sensitive information is at stake here. Complaints are the beating heart of every lawsuit, and Google had the burden of presenting a compelling reason for sealing these documents that are integral to the merits of the plaintiff's claims. So, this is wow.
Yeah, it just, you know what it's making me think of?
Wow.
Jesus, like not that there's a lot of politics or anything involved in it, but I did just watch Free Guy yesterday. The movie with Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. Yeah. When I think about this article, just a little bit, but fucking crazy. Yeah, but it doesn't surprise me that they would do this. Try and do a hostile takeover. Assholes.
Yeah. Y'all think Google isn't shady? This motherfuckers are doing the worst shit out there.
Yeah, I mean, they got the biggest, fucking store next to, Apple, right? Like, yeah, and people probably have already forgotten about the fact that they did get kicked off not only the Apple Store but also the Google Store. They violated terms and service, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They did the same
thing.
Like,
oh no, we don't want other people, so let's pay them money instead.
Yeah, I was thinking Activision. Probably EA doesn't have a whole lot on there, but they do have games on there. But and then Gameloft, which is, I think is that like a French thing or whatever? Can't think of Switzerland or whatever the fuck. They make a ton of games, but for mobile.
Let's move on to the last piece of news here. Last piece of news. Oh, I got a little bit after this. Just one more. So this is your Outrider Studio has not received any royalties despite Square Enix touting the game's success. At launch, Outriders garnered over 3.5 million unique players, in part thanks to a deal with Microsoft to bring the game to the Xbox Game Pass on day one. People Can Fly confirmed to investors this week that the studio has not yet received any royalties for the game, as the studio's agreement with Square Enix only allows for royalty payments after the publisher has recouped its investment cost, which went towards QA testing, production, and marketing for the game. Interestingly, People Can Fly apparently does not even know how many sales Outriders has garnered so far, although it estimates somewhere between 2 and 3 million copies sold. The lack of royalty payments could be down to elements of Square Enix sales policy and failure to achieve a level of profitability. While People Can Fly might not be making money off of Outriders yet, the studio does have multiple other projects in the works, including another game that is due to be published by Square Enix, and an action game set to be published by Take-Two. They're also working on a third game that it plans to self-publish. Square Enix has not commented on any lack of royalty payments at this time. Wow. So pretty much Square Enix hasn't paid up. Last piece of news for Xbox and PlayStation 5 fans. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, this new patch will add a 60 FPS support on the PS5 and Xbox Series X. There you go.
You said a patch for what, 60 frames?
Yeah, bro. 60
no,
frames.
I thought they already got that. Like that was within the first couple weeks.
Odyssey. That was Valhalla.
Oh shit. Okay.
This is an old Assassin's Creed game.
Nice. I don't think it needs it, but that's gonna be cool. That'd be cool to go back and I played that not too long ago. Like fuck it, I went back and played some Odyssey. I didn't give a fuck. Give me a good Assassin's Creed game. I'll still play that shit.
Fuck yeah. Also, Halo Infinite will not have a campaign or the Forge mode at launch.
What the
hell? The co-op campaign, right? You kind of cut out?
Yeah, they will not have the co-op campaign or Forge mode at launch.
No bueno. Right, and we still don't know
kind of fucking
when this
hobo
game is
shit
being
is
released.
this? What kind of shit is this?
All right, Jesus, hold on. Let me be the X-Bot here. We don't need co-op. We could just play the single player.
What are you talking about? Co-op is like how everyone wants to play Halo right now.
You can go play the Master Chief Collection in co-op right now. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I want to play Halo Infinite in co-op also. Maybe I've been playing it with whoever, and I want to continue my.
And Jesus and I have been playing it in the secret over here.
Yeah, we've been playing it.
Now we can't play the new one.
Now we can't play the new one in co-op. What the fuck?
Go play by yourself.
Wow.
That's the new.
I want to play by myself, Gunny. I'm gonna go play on PlayStation. Gosh.
God, what is this?
You're gonna go play Ratchet and Clank, aren't you? Can you play that game co-op? No.
And also, it will not have the Forge mode at launch. So, there you go, Hobo Box owners.
But there's multiplayer, right?
I guess.
Gosh, it just seems like as we get closer to like even revealing a fucking launch, it's like just more roadblocks.
They have to, right? It has to, like. Is it Gamescom? When the fuck is going on right now?
Isn't it next
I'm just
week?
starting to get the vibe that they basically only want to launch the multiplayer, and they only just tacking on a campaign just because they get the multiplayer out. Yeah. I feel like they know they're going to make money there. They're with cosmetics and stuff. I feel like that's their main concern.
Yeah. I mean, that was the whole complaints from E3, right? That, this game was not looking so good, right? So, hey, that's fine. They put all their efforts into it. That's what everybody's going to be playing anyway, or most people.
Yeah.
They're not going to be fucking with the single-player campaign. They're going straight to multiplayer. So, it's do or die, Jesus, I think, for October, November for Halo.
Yep.
Right? Put up or shut up.
It has to be November, dude. Because Battlefield comes out October. So let Battlefield shine for a few weeks and then come in, guns blazing in November.
Yeah. We're going to find out. I think we'll find out. Okay, so Gamescom, I'm not looking at any website here, but I think it's Tuesday. But it's like in the middle of the night or something, right? Because it's across over there in Europe, Germany.
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe Jeff Keighley's just going to do it from America. I don't know how that works, honestly. It's going to be several things going on at once, right? I'm sure next week's show will have a lot more to reveal, and just stay tuned over on the HGP page on Facebook and Discord.
This was a game. Let me tell you this, this was a game originally set for launch last year.
Yeah, last holiday.
Yeah, it was supposed to launch last holiday. Yet they don't have co-op or Forge mode.
I didn't like their. So, if anybody wants to know why I'm so down on Halo and 343 was where I specifically remember it from last year. It was around this time, and I don't remember if it was before the E3. Well, it was right after E3, after the reveal. And then people were complaining, Jesus. I mean, everywhere they were complaining, right? Craig the Brute and all that stuff. And then they were like, I bet this game's not even going to be, or what the hell was it? That it wouldn't even, multiplayer wouldn't even be included with this game. Because we didn't know, right? That was the thing. We didn't even know. So it was obviously before the E3 that they were like, fuck, I bet multiplayer's not even going to be ready for this game. And okay, Jesus, now follow me on this. 343's response was, that's not true. That's all we got. You know what I mean? So that was like, that already bothered me right away. That set me in the wrong way. I was like, what? No, you can't just say that's not true and just leave it at that. Come on. You got to come up with a better response. You got to say, what's, and, just that lack of information, I didn't like it.
I agree.
Did not like it. It didn't sit well with me. Even though I'm not a Halo fan, but I was like, no, you cannot do that. You must, if you're going to be transparent, man, be transparent. Don't hide information. Tell me the game's not coming out. Boom. Well, sure enough, E3 reveal. Okay, guess what? We're not shipping this game. I was like, great. Holy smokes. Yeah. So I almost want, I don't want to eat my own words here, but it's almost like, can you just like say there's going to be a reveal for Halo and at Gamescom? Like, at least fucking give us like, maybe they're not even sure themselves, Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
I'm always so negative, aren't I, on the whole Halo thing, but Xbox, it's not even launching this year.
Oh, that's all I have for news. Hopefully Halo does launch this year. And that's all I have. I'm done. I'm done talking. You guys talk.
All right. Okay, what do we got here? Console Corner. Nothing's changed, people. Nothing has changed. August, PlayStation Plus members. Plants vs. Zombies. Battle for the Neighborhoodville. Hunters Arena Legends. And Tennis World 2. I haven't turned my PS4 on this week, so don't know what else is on there. If anything's been added, let me know.
I looked online actually, and I didn't see anything on the website. So
yeah, they don't change a whole lot, right? Xbox One is, I think there's 3 games, but I don't know. I only got the 2 marked here, which is the Ukulele, the original. Again, downloaded, not played. And Garou, Mark of the Wolves. That's that old school fighter. You know, if you're into the Neo Geo stuff, go get that for your games for gold. Just remember to pin that on your homepage, people, for you Xbox out there. The games for gold. Over to Game Pass. You've got a couple of things here. You've got 12 minutes. Amazing game. Go play it. I gave it an 8, right? And Quake 1, 2, and 3. So there was something like there was QuakeCon this week. I know that. Is it which one's remastered? 1, 2, and 3 are remastered. Mayo, do you know?
I'm not sure.
Is that for PC and for the consoles itself? I didn't read the article. I just kind of wrote down what I physically saw on Game Pass. And the only one I remember playing was back on 360. Take that back. When I first got this PC, I downloaded, because it's like a free to play. Was it? I'm trying to think of what it was. It's the esports version. Oh, well, I don't think I have the esports version, but there was like a Steam version of it, of Quake. I'm trying to think of what it was, but I probably still have it installed somewhere. Quake Legends? I don't fucking know. Let me go to my Steam here. I want to see what that is. Let's see. That was Quake, right? Quake, what do we got? I think I still have it. Quake Champions, that's what it is. Didn't do too well, but unfortunately. But it is a fast-paced game. I thought it looked good, man. You know, running 100 fucking frames a second on my PC.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. Good stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Over to the Epic Store, you've got free for this week, Void Bastards. So I think that's a shooter. I think that was like...
Yeah, that's that roguelike shooter that kind of, you're on little spaceships and it changes each time.
Yeah, so I think that was on Game Pass at one point and free on the Amazon Twitch thing, but you can now claim it on your Epic account along with Ukulele. What do you know? Xbox games for gold. Now you can get it on the Epic Store. And this is not something I remind you very often, but if you are a console player, you only exclusively play on Xbox or PlayStation, you don't own a PC, you know what? I do recommend going to the Epic Store, .com, and, make an account. Download, claim these games every week, because who knows, a year from now, 2 years from now, you might have a really good PC. Now you've got a nice little library of PC games, along with Steam, maybe buy some games you might want to play, that are really good. I do recommend that. Moving on to, that is all we have for the PC or the console corner, guys. Let's move over to community questions. And the first one we have here is from Bill Gardner. And he wants to know where he will find HGP content, adult content, that is, now that the OnlyFans have banned it. So I didn't know what an OnlyFans was, but I did go research this because I had kind of forgotten what it was, Mayo. And I was reading through the article of what it is and the reasons that they are banning pornographic material.
Yeah, I didn't really know anything about it until people started talking about it in the Discord and stuff. But yeah, it's all over the news right now.
So yeah, shout out to Bill Gardner for that. Let's put the article up there. But it makes sense because when I was reading through the article and it was talking about, these different celebrities, I guess we'll call them that, and that they're, and they put up these content. It could be anything, right? Pictures of boobs and nipples and all kinds of sexual parts or whatever it is. Videos, right? Private chats, with, if you want to have a private chat with Cardi B, Mayo, you can. You just got to pay lots of money. But no, like, I understand it because they were talking about their growth, and they're growing, and it's hard to find funding, service, especially when there's nudity and, I don't know what pornography they actually have on there. Maybe it is just lewd stuff, but yeah, it makes sense when you want to get someone like, who would be a good example? Maybe Coca-Cola, or I don't know, that whatever, a big name, to, put ads on your site. And maybe they don't want to be associated with such things.
Yeah.
They do have a streaming, right? They do have a streaming service. I don't have the article in front of me, but it did talk about, they got over 900 videos and things from cooking to swimming, I don't know, or exercise videos, like a Twitch.
Jesus is probably more of a go-to person on this than I would be, but I mean, I've always just kind of known it as it's like basically a way you can contact that person directly or follow them in a special private room, and you can get a lot more images and content by paying, So if you want to follow somebody, you can follow them their OnlyFans page and see all their...
Yeah. I'm trying to think if okay, was it on Facebook? Did he put it on here? I know I can't find the article, but
yeah,
it was yeah.
Well, now that ours was taken down, I guess, Gunny, you got to make a calendar. We're gonna have the Gunny adult content calendar.
Again, I think I'm still. What did my kid call me a couple weeks ago, and I brought it up on the show, and Jesus didn't want to talk about it. But I think I still keep cracking up about the fact that I'm wearing these glasses and you can't really see it through a camera. But every time he sees me, or even the wife, they're calling me that. No, I forgot the name. The kitty name.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Right, and I seriously thought it was. I seriously had to go Google that because I thought it was a famous YouTuber. I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually a terrible thing, that he called me. But yeah, my gosh, I'm so old and out of touch here, guys. No, but we need to make our own streaming service. That's what we need.
There you go.
Shit.
Brian also wants to know if we have an OnlyFans account, and I do not.
No, I can't think of
obviously you don't. You don't know what even know what it was.
There was, yeah, right, exactly, yeah. I wonder if Kyle's got one. Oh, what the heck? I'm gonna have to ask.
Oh,
because it was talking about. Because if you read the article, it was talking about having free stuff on there. There is freemium content on the site itself. It's just you got to pay for the extra stuff. You want to see a little extra on the right? Oh, yeah, maybe pay a little more. Give me $100. Yeah. What? Brian also has another question, right? What's the song, Mayo, that comes on in the car that you just punch the gas? Like every time it comes on, you just like pedal to the metal.
This one was just iconic. This one's easy. It's just some Sammy Hagar. I Can't Drive 55.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yeah, the one that comes to mind for me, like it was probably even before my time, maybe, but Born to Be Wild. Who was that guy? Was that Jethro Tull? No, that's not Jethro Tull. What the hell am I thinking? I was thinking Aqualung here. Born to Be Wild. That song always gets me. His name will come to me in a second, but he had a couple of Magic Carpet Ride, right?
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf, yeah, like probably before my time, but I like that song. It's more of a motorcycle type thing, but yeah, even in a car, it always gets me to tap on the dashboard with my hands like drums,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that one just immediately comes to mind. Let's see what else we got here. Brian says he wants to know if we, me and you, Mayo, did we start the HGP TikTok of Jeep fails and Camaro drifts?
I need to. My daughter keeps telling me I need to get a TikTok thing for the Camaro. She's like, you need to do a car one, Dad. I'm like, no.
You know what? I'll tell you what, Brian, I should probably do one, but seeing how I haven't washed the Jeep in so long. It's kind of dirty, you know. Maybe people don't want to see it because nobody's been really washing their cars because we're in such a serious drought. Like there's no water to wash it with. I think.
It's weekly here.
Yeah, there was gosh, you know, and it's like every time I'm watching these videos, Mayo, of like Colorado or Arizona is like flooded right now, and there was a big monsoon rain. I'm like, how the fuck does it rain over there and not California? What the hell is going? Why is Mexico underwater and there's like it doesn't rain in California? How do we just keep getting skipped over? Like it is so Brian, if you saw it, it is so dry, like unbelievably, like, you know, as I drive around this state, not the whole state, but like, how the fuck are the trees even still alive? You know, I keep wondering. Like, how do they keep living from, you know, is there still enough underground water left, you know? Yeah, amazing. But, yeah, maybe when we get some. Maybe I need to move somewhere else first.
There you go, move to Ohio.
Move to Ohio, then I can do the TikTok and the Jeep. And, yeah, maybe we'll drift together. There you go. Sean, I was Fuller wants to know what's the scariest bad dream you could remember.
I can't think of any.
A scary bad dream. I was thinking, well, it was 20 years ago, Mayo. And me and the wife, you know, we were at the altar. And the priest lady was asking if I do. You know, and then she asked my wife if she does, you know. She'll take her hand in holy matrimony and... No, that's real. Never mind. Yeah, a scary dream. Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like, I don't remember hardly any of my dreams ever. Like, I don't ever feel like I dream, but you know, everybody does. But I don't ever feel like I remember when I wake up in the morning. I probably don't sleep long enough to get too much dreaming going on.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything like recent or like, damn, I can't think of like one. I don't know. I'm sure tomorrow I'll probably be like, fuck, there was that one dream I was being fucking chased down the street, you know, or something, or somebody chasing me with a knife. Something crazy, or falling from the sky. I couldn't wake up. Let's see here. Sean doesn't have another question. He wants to know if we've ever had to meet someone or someones, you never know, after school and fight them behind the bleachers to settle that argument. I was never much of a fighter in school. I was always way too skinny. Like super scrawny. My sister used to call me scrawny. Right? And I was very scrawny. Remember I'd said it on this show before, like my mom would go in, you know, and be taken in to the doctor, and the doctor would be like, I'm calling the police, ma'am. You don't feed your child. You know, it's always bony, you know. And she's like, no, that's the way he's very active and likes to be on a skateboard and fall down and not eat, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know where he gets the energy.
Yeah, I had a couple times when in my youth that kind of stuff happened. Always girl related though.
Yeah. Keep your hands off of my woman, Mayo. We're going behind the bleachers, aren't we?
Yep. Ours was like meet up at the bowling alley and I'll whoop you out there, you know.
Bowling alley?
Yeah. Well, the town I grew up in was very small. Like our high school wasn't even in my town I grew up in. Like it was out in the country between all the towns because it was 3 towns put together. So our town had a bowling alley and a bar and a stoplight. That's pretty much all we had. So we'd just be like, oh, I'll meet you at the bowling alley, you know. We'll settle this out there.
Fucking go to the bowling alley and yeah.
It was like one of those little 3-lane bowling alleys, right?
Oh, we had 8. We had 8 lanes.
Okay. Yeah. That was small. Holy cow.
In our school, it was just pretty much fight wherever. Yeah.
Yeah, just fight in the school, during halfway through second period.
Fucking lunchtime. Let's go, motherfucker. Yeah. I think that's probably why I got expelled.
Yeah, after you do it like 4 times, it's just like it usually, like, all right, We've written you up.
It was like a lot of times we fought so much, dude. It was just fighting left and right all the time, fighting. It sucked. Now that I look back, I'm like, that's kind of stupid, but at the moment, you don't fucking think.
Yeah. I was thinking about when I was in, was it like junior high, 6th grade or whatever? I think it was 6th grade. I was 12, so when I been in 6th grade,
yeah,
I remember just like, it was in the lunchroom, which was like the auditorium at the time.
Yeah.
And just like, reaching across and grabbing the kid,
No shit.
And just hitting him, like not so much punched him in the face, but I was hitting him like a girl, because I didn't know how to punch. Like blam, blam, just milk flying. Yeah.
What did he do to you or what? Was he bullying you or something?
Nah, I don't think he was bullying me. He just kept pissing me off. Something. I forgot what it was. It was so long ago, but yeah. It was like, I didn't wait for no bleach. I was like, let's go. But there was always fights in the school, like I would see.
Yeah, that's not my school. My school was.
Yeah. No, and then like the high school I went to later on was like, oh, we don't fight. We don't do that, And if they did, it was definitely like in almost like in secret, Like, oh, we don't want any teachers to find out. We will get expelled, Maybe it wasn't one of them prestigious high schools. Who knows?
Yeah, my middle school was ghetto as shit, dude. We had like there was a cop there, right? Like a school cop. And then they had like 3 security guards, like actual like fucking security guard guys or whatever. Like they fucking, and all they were there for is to break up the fights.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that shit was ghetto as shit. It would be fucking fights everywhere. Lunchtime, break time, in class. I remember one time we made our science teacher cry. She was like this chubby lady, and we were just so bad. The class was just full of fucking assholes.
Jeez.
It was so bad. She literally broke down crying one day in the middle of class because me and this one dude, we didn't get along, and he was doing something where we were watching a movie or something, and he kept like saying something, and finally I told him to shut the fuck up, right? I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. And like he was like, oh, what are you gonna do about it? I was like, oh, really? And I fucking grabbed my fucking textbook and whacked him across the head with like my fucking science textbook.
Those books were pretty badass back in the day. Those were like assault weapons. Yeah.
Like a fucking this thing was like 2 inches thick, 3 inches thick. I fucking whacked him across the head. We start fighting. All right, and then the teacher breaks it up. And she calls the office, and the office really doesn't do much. They just pretty much told us to not do it again and send us back to class. So then we go back to class, and she's fucking crying. She's like fucking crying, dude. And like we're like, oh fuck. But yeah, we were pretty bad students. I remember that school was so bad, man. One time we had this art teacher, right? Like he was the art teacher for the art class. But he was like, you could tell he was totally like he was probably gay. There's probably no doubt in my mind that he was a gay person, like a gay man, because he would always dress kind of like, like a gay person would dress, and he would always talk very feminine, like very, very low. He would almost like whisper everything, but he was very sensitive, dude. And like one day he just fucking quit. He just legit. He got so tired of all the pranks we did to him. We would put whoopee cushions on his fucking chair. Every day in class, we'd put like whoopee cushions on his chairs. He would just sit down, and everyone would start fucking laughing. Or like he would draw something, right? Like we would walk into class, and he would have a board, right? Like something drawn or draw something. And somebody would go up there and just like half fuck it up, like fucking just start drawing all kinds of random
big
shit.
Dick on it, yeah.
Pretty much. One time somebody like drew like a fucking hand, like ripping him off.
Jeez.
Oh man, it was so bad.
If I was him too, I would like, I hate children. I'll never.
No, it was
evil.
I mean, I was never mean to him. I would laugh at the shit that would happen to him, but like, and I think another time, happened. Time somebody glued his desk shut.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they like fucking super glued the fucking desk, and they glued it shut so he couldn't open anything. Like the fucking desk was just fucking glued shut, and all his shit was in there. Like all his stuff was, like his wallet or whatever, his phone or something was in there.
Car keys or something like that. Yeah.
I would have been like, if I was that teacher, dude, I would have been like, that would have been like the last straw for me. Like super glue on my desk. I would have been like, I am Spartan. I just kicked that desk right into the kids, just mow them over.
What else did they do?
Yeah.
One time somebody put like a tack on his chair, like a fucking, like a thumbtack on his chair. So when he sat down and like fucking poked him in the ass.
Kids used to do that in my class a lot to each other.
Yeah,
not
do
the
that,
teachers,
doing that to other kids, but not the teacher.
No, the teacher was the target of.
Kids were bad.
In this class. The students weren't target. I mean, yeah, every once in a while there would be like students that didn't get along, but the teacher was the brunt of the fucking joke. Like that dude, I legit honestly feel bad. Like now I think back on it, I'm like, God damn, that was so bad. I feel bad for the science lady because she actually broke down crying. But this dude, I'm pretty sure he probably broke down crying every time we left the class. He was probably like, thank God those little fucking demons left.
I wonder how much he drank at night each day. Like I think, yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, right? Like one day he just didn't show up. We showed up to class and he was just not coming.
Did you guys call the office like we need a substitute?
We finally caught. We got one of the hall monitors walked by and saw us all standing out front of the class, and he's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? Get back to class!" And we're like, "Nobody's here, dude." And he's like, the fuck? So he called the office, and the principal and like whoever the fuck couldn't get a hold of the teacher. So like they ended up just like opening up the room and having us sit there for like the fucking period or whatever. And we come to find out the dude quit. He just quit.
Yeah, he's like, I'm out.
He said, fuck this. He said, I am fucking done with you little shits. He just quit.
That Jesus Gonzalez guy and his other goons. Fuck that.
Middle of like the semester, dude. Just fucking quit. Yeah, dude, he just fucking was done. He just was done. It was like the middle of the semester too, like just randomly.
Damn.
Like, just fucking quit. And then I remember we got after that, what happened? We had this substitute guy for a little bit, and then we had another teacher. But this dude, he taught at the high school in the ghetto. You know, we were in the middle school. He taught at the high school in the ghetto. He was in the high school that pretty much a lot of us would have gone to, you know, when we left middle school. So he was at the high school, and he was our teacher there. So here he dealt with the bigger assholes, you know, like the fucking high school kids that were the bigger dicks in the fucking ghetto, you know. So this motherfucker came and he's like, look, my name is Mr. Friday, and I ain't gonna take no shit from you little fucks. He was like, I'm here to teach, and you guys are gonna learn. If you like it, then you stay, and if you don't want to learn, then you can leave. And I'm like, oh fuck, this dude's serious.
He laid down the law right away, huh?
Yeah, but he was fucking chill.
You want to go AA, Ron? Huh?
Yeah, pretty much he was like teacher, fucking AA, Ron. He was that guy, dude. And like he came in there, man. He was this big dude, big white dude. His name was Mr. Friday. I remember but man, that motherfucker, like, I don't know what it was about him. I think he just knew how to deal with like kids from like the fucking city, you know, like the ghetto kids or whatever. Cause we all liked him. Like, oh, this motherfucker's chill. Hell yeah, woo! We all fucking like Mr. Friday. And I remember he was like, well, I guess I'll be here for the rest of the semester. He was like just subbing for like that teacher while they found a new teacher to replace him the year after or whatever. He was a cool ass dude, man, Mr. Friday. But I don't even know the other teacher's name. I couldn't tell you his name. It was, I don't know, man, bully kid, bully teacher. It was bad, dude.
Mr. I quit. Yeah,
Mr. I got bullied by my students and quit. It was bad. It was bad. Like, imagine that being your job and you like hating having to go to work that much, dude. Oh my God. Imagine, Mayo, like going to work just being constantly bullied and made fun of. All period, dude.
Every day.
Every fucking day. All period long for like 45 minutes or however long the class was, like 50 minutes, 45 minutes or something. Just constantly being made fun of the whole fucking time. Like, you're trying to teach kids about fucking drawings and shit. They're just making fun of you the whole goddamn time. I remember just like half the time when he would start drawing, like he would draw on the board he was showing us how to do art. Somebody would go out to him and or somebody would throw like an eraser at the back of his head, like just fucking dude. Like, I'm not kidding, man. Like, this dude, like, he quit. He had a valid reason for quitting. Like, the fucking kids in that class were dicks. They fucking would throw erasers at his head or like throw pencils at him, and then he'd turn around and be like, "Who threw the?" And everyone would be pointing at everyone.
Yeah. That helps. Can we narrow it down a bit? Yeah.
He'd be like, "Don't do it again, please." And he'd always say, "Please, like, please don't do it again. Just pay attention." And then he'd turn around and somebody would up to him.
He was in the principal's office, like, by the end of the week, just going, "Those kids broke me.
I fucking hate these kids." Yeah. Oh man, dude,
I'm gonna pack my things, but I can't pack my things because they glued my desk shut.
That guy probably never had children ever.
That dude probably, he probably fucking hated kids. Yeah, probably never had kids.
I got a vasectomy right away.
He's like, never happening.
He fucking he must have hated that fucking class. He probably still remembers. I was like, those fucking little pricks. I fucking hate that class that made me quit.
He probably has all your names. He probably has like
already down on a fucking list. He has the fucking yearbook. There's some fucking pictures in our names and shit written down. I'm gonna kill all these little motherfuckers one day.
Red marker circles around certain people.
Yeah. Oh man, it was bad, dude. It was really bad. That's terrible. That's fuck.
Waiting on the findyourclassmates.com to be created so he can track you down.
You're like, why is he blocked? Wait, unblocked. Yeah.
Unblocked.
Yes, that's the reason.
Oh man, it was terrible, dude. And I remember here in Oregon, we never had anything that bad. There was a few classes where we kind of got out of hand, but for the most part, it wasn't nearly as bad here in Oregon. People paid more attention in class and shit. People were more civilized. Inner city Vegas, though, fuck, it's ghetto, dude. It's ghetto, Gunny. Like, fucking fights during drop off in the morning when parents are dropping kids off. There's fights.
Damn.
There's fights in between classes. There's fights during lunch break. There's fights during after school. I got jumped like 3 times.
Yeah.
Got my ass whooped by this one dude who was like 7 feet tall, dude. He was like a fucking 7th grader or something. But the motherfucker was like the size of Mayo, dude. He was like huge motherfucker, dude. He was like a grown man, pretty much. He whooped my ass. I don't know why. He whooped my ass, dude. I was like,
kicked you from one side of the curb to the other, huh?
No, I was walking towards, like, I don't know. I think I was getting a ride from my buddy or someone was giving me a ride home. His parents were giving me a ride home. Or like my neighbors or something. All I remember was walking towards the car. I was turning the corner, and then I was walking across the fucking. It was like a corner, where like it was the main corner where most of the kids were dropped off or picked up or going across the street. So it was packed. And there's always like hall monitors and teachers out there because there was always fights. There was always like the principal out there and the deans and shit. And all I remember is looking and like I didn't see this dude and like boom, getting hit in the fucking face. I was like, holy fuck. I just remember getting blocked, dude. Yeah, and then I remember I tried to swing back, but what the fuck am I gonna do against this dude? This dude got like he straight sucker punched me, and fucking I wasn't expecting it. Fucked me up. I tried to fight back, and I really didn't do shit to him. And then I remember I was just fucking like, whoa, he like hit me a few times. He like kind of just sucker punched me a little bit, like he didn't really fight me.
Yeah.
He kind of just walked away after hitting me like fucking 5 times or something, but he did it really fast, and I was like, holy fuck, big ass dude. And I remember I just fucking was like, whoa, and I just kept walking. And like somebody saw it, was like the principal saw it or the dean saw it. Because I remember as I got to the car, the school cop came up to me and was like, hey, are you okay? What happened? I'm like, whatever. I'll fight him tomorrow. I'll catch him tomorrow. Yeah. I'll catch him tomorrow during lunchtime. I'll hit him across the book or something. I don't know.
You and your book, man. Yeah.
I had to do something, man. Motherfuckers were bigger than me. I had to hit him with something. I ain't fighting clean, dude. What do you think I'm gonna fight clean, Gunny? This is a street fight. Let me tell you there's something, Gunny. Let me tell you the streets, Gunny. When you're in a street fight, Gunny, there is no rules. There's no being a man and fighting with your fist. All right, you pick up a fucking rock, a brick, a fucking tire iron. You pick up a motherfucking computer monitor. You pick up whatever's next to you and you hit the fucker in the head. All right, that gives you advantage, like super advantage. Now you have the chance. You got him. You hit the fucker across the head with like something. Then I'm like, what the fuck? They're trying to process what the fuck they just got hit with, and then you just keep hitting them until the
clock. Clean their clock, baby. Yeah.
Somebody breaks you up, and in the streets, you keep hitting them till they fucking pass out or they just fall on the ground and they don't want to get back up. Yeah, that's what happens, Gunny. Street rules.
Street Fighter, I like it. Yeah.
Ain't no fucking rules on this street. Ain't no fucking honor and shit. Ain't no fucking honor, dude. You fucking fight, motherfucker. That's what you're doing. You're just fighting. You know what I mean?
Fight till you win.
You ain't no fucking Karate Kid. What's that fucking show on Netflix? That you ain't no fucking Cobra Kai. Fucking doing karate moves. You're trying to hit kids in the head with fucking backpacks and shit, man. Oh man, ain't no fucking Cobra Kai shit going around here. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, that's a lot of fights in the bleachers from I remember. On the bleachers, behind the bleachers, on the gym floor. Lots of fights with rival schools. That's the one thing that here in Oregon was one thing that like football, people get really serious, right? They get all serious about like rivalries between schools and shit. Motherfuckers want to fight you, man. Mm-hmm. Like other school shows up, fuck you guys, fuck you, and then these things are fucking fighting the fucking halftime or whatever. You're fighting in the bleachers on the other team or whatever.
Yeah, there's in Ohio the high school football is pretty serious, for the most part. Yeah. I mean, it's not like Texas. I know Texas is really big time.
They're hardcore,
but Ohio is pretty good. Like their football schools and high school and stuff is pretty serious.
Yeah, people get all wild about that shit, man. They get pretty serious. Up here, it's pretty serious too in some places. Yeah, way more serious. In Vegas, not so serious. People played football, but like, it was like whatever, I think basketball was more popular down there. But up here, fucking football, man. People get all fucked and bent out of shape and shit, you know what I mean? Trying to fight with you and shit. Like, what the fuck, dude? Just because you're like sitting on their side or whatever. Yeah. Hey, fuck you. Go sit over there, you're the visitor team. Fuck the fuck, dude. I don't want to sit in the rain, you fucking dick. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The visitor bleachers are uncovered, and the home team fucking bleachers are all covered and shit from the rain. The other side isn't. You're sitting in the fucking rain. It's all fucked up, Gunny. Yeah.
I tell you, man. You know what? Bill Garner does have one last comment. He wants to know, he says he doesn't need no Netflix and chill. All he needs is Xbox and Phil. Xbox and Phil.
Yeah.
That was they used that on video this last week show.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's probably one of my favorites.
John's song. I wonder what Phil Spencer's reaction was when he heard that shit.
I know. He was like, dude, this is like really good. Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good song. Like it like goes pretty smooth, like the whole it's a pretty good fucking song.
It is. I think it's pretty well done, actually.
I think they should use it in like a commercial or something,
Didn't they joke about that at one point in time, like earlier in the year? They were talking about it when he came out with that. They were like,
they made one. Have you seen the one they made for Game Pass? The one they made is like it's almost like a parody of like a '90s music video.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's all there.
Yeah, it's all there, or something like that. I think they got that idea from that one.
It was like I Swear, the song I Swear, I think.
Yeah,
from whoever.
I Swear. Yeah, like yeah. I feel like they got that idea from Netflix and chill. They're probably like, we need to make a song for this, but then they want to use John's song. You know what I mean? I use somebody else's shit.
Yeah, because I'm sure Phil was like, well, I listened to the show and it's very rough. Yeah, right. He's a bit, he can be a bit, yeah.
Yeah, well, he doesn't make
adult rated, I'll say.
No, but he doesn't make the decisions on that. The team that does, That's all Microsoft's fucking lawyers and shit that look into that. You know, they got people that work and all that shit. All they do is set up Phil's interviews and shit. You know, like his meetings, his interviews, who he talks to, who he doesn't talk
nice. I tell you.
Yeah, must be nice. Huh?
You know, set me up for a meeting next week, Mayo.
Okay. Mayo's going to be your assistant. He's going to say
He's going to be secretary.
Okay. All right. Mayo's going to set up the meetings. Good job, Mayo.
All I need is Mayo's PC.
Anyways, with all that being said, let's get out of here. I like some of these questions here. They're pretty good questions. I didn't answer any of them, but they were pretty good questions.
You had one little rant for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go. Thanks for the question, guys. Appreciate it. That was a good discussion. We're going to play by 12 minutes, man. I need to go get some more endings out of that game.
When do you ever play, dude? You're like always not playing. Are you always on Xbox or something?
Yeah.
Are you like Iams? Iams has like everything, but he's always like on...
My account's connected. So, okay, the way it works is like my account's connected to everything in Discord. But okay, let's say I'm playing like... the only one that doesn't allow it is PlayStation, which they claim that they're going to soon. So everything's tied in. Everything's tied into my Discord. My Xboxes, my...
You're never online. You're never on.
Dude, if you go to Discord, I'm always playing a game.
You're never on.
Except during the day when I'm working, but the no, but like everything's connected. Like my Steam, I think Epic is separate. They don't allow
You're never on.
Discord. I can't remember.
Epic is in there. They're never on.
I catch Gunny every once in a while, but
No. I'm talking about how it all ties into Discord. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like it'll show me active or whatever and what I'm playing.
No, it'll say you're offline.
Yeah, but it'll show like, for example, okay, what I'm saying is, it'll show like, maybe it just shows online for me then. Nobody else can see it. I thought everyone can see it.
No,
I say visible for friends.
Maybe
you need my permission.
Yeah, maybe you two are friends. He doesn't answer your calls, like you don't, you know.
Hey,
right, straight to voicemail.
He got a call from a friend.
But I think the way it works, Mayo, is like if I'm playing like a game on Xbox, right? I'm playing 12 minutes, and then let's say I want to play Satisfactory on Epic.
It showed you playing 12 minutes today before the show. I saw it.
Yeah, and then what happens is it doesn't change, right? Because it just kind of sticks with whatever game is still running. You know, until you quit that game, then it'll switch, if that makes sense. So I can have 3 things up and running here on a Monday. You know, where I'm trying to get just the most amount of gaming possible, you know, before work Tuesday. But whatever game I started playing first, it'll just stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. But go find me, Gunny Chief, on everything. Mostly everything except for PlayStation. I am HGP_Gunny.
You're gonna find you. Yeah, you're gonna find me over there. You know, it's the Mayo one. We're on Discord, Xbox. That's pretty much it. You know, the Twitter is the Mayo. You know, I don't really get on there a whole lot, but I am on there. But yeah, in the Facebook group, I'm in there, so you can find me. What about you, Jesus?
Yeah, find me on everything. It's JesusWalksAlot. I'll be playing some more Mass Effect this week. I'll play some Ghost of Tsushima. And I don't know.
It's on Stadia. Walks a lot.
Stadia. Anyways, we're out here. Peace out, Brussels Sprouts. We'll catch you on the next week's edition of the World Gamers Podcast. Show 367.
Pressure your controllers and go to bed.
Bye.
See ya.